Hey, I'm gonna take you in with some intro. I want to get a new intro done. Yeah, I know it's gonna take some, but anyway, let's just play this one for now, and then we'll get into it. Oh, I sped it up. Home in the valley, home in the city. Sorry about that. Home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway. Home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season. Time ain't no reason, got no time to show. Time everlasting, time to play these sides. Time ain't on my side, time will never know. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and lives that were blue. But I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Alrighty. Who'd ever thunk all those years ago when I signed up for Facebook because of swag bugs that avatar would still be with me all these years later? It's crazy. That's just I don't like change. Anyway, but I do need to change my intro. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I really like that intro, but I don't know. I don't even know where to begin with one. So that was made for me. So anyway, hey Arctic Fox, good to see you. How are you? Hey Sue. Hey Patricia.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Shaylee. How are you? Hey, Brittany. Hey, Dimple Duck. Hey, Marcy. How's everybody's weekend going so far? It's a beautiful day today. Kids were in the pool just about all day, driving me crazy, but yeah. They actually did good, though. An all night live search in the dark. What? And let me guess. He's streaming the whole thing, right? Sir Duke, I am not dealing with this tonight. Look at you in my cords. Oh, my Lord. Look, Sir Duke, don't mow at me. Over on your blankie, over on your bed. Leave my cords alone. I will send you to the moon tonight. My allergies are flared up. I'm in no mood. God, my nose hurts so bad. Went to the pool tomorrow. Rain coming in tonight. Figures. Hope we don't. I think it's gonna be nice here, but tomorrow back to rural life. I gotta um, do some housework and shit, of course. And I just want to get to. My husband finally is filling it up where he wants to get the patio done. Today he cut grass all day. Hey, SWTC. Kathy, can you please explain something to me earlier on Queen Bee's Live? Who was the lady that kept talking about voices? Then she kept plugging her channel. She was annoying. Oh, I didn't watch a lot of that, but I think who you're talking about is Bangs Crime Sleuthing. Yeah, I think that's who you mean. She didn't. I seen some of that. She took no accountability, none for anything she's done. It's everybody else but her. Hey, beer can, you're awake! Yay! How are you feeling? I hope you're doing good. Yeah, crime sleuthing. It's everybody else's fault, but not hers. She didn't do anything. She didn't do anything. And yeah, it's just how it is with her. And if you review her, she tries to strike you. And if she can't get one strike to stick, she immediately follows it up with another worse strike. She always finds a reason. Oh wait, yeah, she's a false striker. She's an out of control striker. I actually forgot to get my shots yesterday and got them up today. I set my alarm and fell asleep. I couldn't figure out why I even had an alarm set. Marcy. Hey, little red 123. That's a cool name. Take a look. Kathy B, you'll see. Take a look at what? Crime sleuthing? Oh, I know what she does. Oh, my nose. I swear I'm going to rip it right off. I cannot take this. Nothing is helping, and it shouldn't even be this bad yet. Ugh. Just the whole front of my face just throbs. It just constant throbbing over it. Hey, Gina Marie. Yeah, it's a good thing I don't partake in nothing, because with a nose like mine, hell, I don't know what I'd do because it'd never go up, that's for sure. Only one side works, he ain't sniffing shit there. I'd be totally, I wouldn't even know what to do with the shit, you know? It's a good thing I just stick to the legal 420. And everybody, it's 420. If it's legal and you can do it legal, knock socks off. Just don't break the law doing it. Can't get nobody in trouble. You can't be having that. It was annoying. I left chat. Yeah, I can't. I don't know what it is with that one, but I can't listen to her because it's I'm the victim. Everybody does it to me. I never do nothing. Nothing. And I'm like, okay. And that does happen on here a lot, where you won't do shit to someone and they'll come out dogging your ass for absolutely no reason. There's assholes like that. But in this situation, that's not the case. That's just not the case. And I'm an outsider looking in, okay? I have no skin in the game with any of them. Not my fight, not my business. So I can see it from with a different eye from what's going on. And Lord, it can't be everybody. And there's a lot to call her out. She's been debunked. She's been proven to be wrong. And she still doesn't get it. It's still everybody's fault. Everybody's fault. You know who else does that? That Brittany J. She does that. Yeah. She doesn't do nothing either. She just has discussions. Yeah. That's all. Just discussions. Yeah. Discuss this, bitch. Hey, it's me, Amberly. Anybody want to come up? You want to come up? I'm not putting you on the spot. It's okay. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. I get it. But I figured we'd have some fun laughing at these fools for a little bit. But first, I got to show you something. Oh, okay. We've been paying attention a little bit to that thing behind the wall. Yeah. Well, she had her buddy up there on panel with her as usual. Okay. We're not going to review the whole thing because it's not worth it. There's just a couple little things. Yo. Whoa. Yeah. They sure as hell seem to know a lot without knowing nothing. They sure seem to act like they know these people they never met, never talked to, never messaged with. Nothing. But they don't look in their own wheelhouse. That's for sure. That's for sure. And then Betty. Oh, Betty. You probably all know about her post, right? I was going to show it the other day, and I totally forgot about it because it's Betty. I have it. It's just Betty. She's the victim. It's all being done to her. She's another one. I don't do anything. I do my job. I discuss. I talk about. I speculate. But I don't bother anybody. I don't do anything wrong. I don't say anything wrong. And I'm often, most of the time, right. Yeah. In what delusional land does she live in? Hey, Slim Jim, good to see you. How are you? Hey, Blank Screen, when you going live? I know you're always busy. You work a lot. You work your butt off, dude. Hats off to you. Hey, KCG. Hey, I was impressed. I actually splurged and got takeout today. And it was actually not only hot, but it was right. I couldn't believe it. I about fell over. I couldn't even tell you the last time that happened. But see, I check my food before I leave because they don't often get it right. Of course. I know. But yeah, I was thrilled to pieces. Of course they forgot the 2 free sandwiches, but hey, they got the food right. That's a start. That's a big, big start. I've been doing hair and makeup for prom since 10 a.m. Wow. I hear you. I hope they have a blast. I remember that. Proms. Ugh. The 11th grade one wasn't, so crazy. And he had to go because he was a letterman in multiple sports, so he had to go. But the senior one, because he was a letterman in multiple sports and had a college scholarship, oh, it was a big to do. But that's when the doctors messed up my husband, was the day before our son's high school graduation. So instead of being at graduation, we were in ICU waiting to see if he was going to wake up or not because of a doctor's careless mistake. Yeah, it's fucked up. You did two for pageants? Wow. Hey, fixing to snap. Hey, Marcy. They accidentally gave him the wrong medication. Well, actually, no. The bag was labeled wrong. The medication was actually correct. The bag was labeled wrong, and they also gave him the wrong dose. They gave him 1,000 times what he was supposed to get. And what sucks is I was in that treatment room with him. I told the doctor, I told the anesthesiologist, I can't say the dude's name, but I said, that's not my husband's bag. That's a different name. The syringe is too full. I drew meds every day. I know. You can pretty much, after so many years, eyeball, especially when it's 1,000 times the dose. I have to be careful on what I say here because things were sealed that aren't allowed to be said. So, yeah, I got to be careful here. It was just crazy. It was crazy. A package goes in the mail on Monday for me. Aw, Sue, thank you. Thank you. So I can't wait to get it. Hey, sleuthing tater tot. Oh, KCG, you're so sweet. But needless to say, my son got graduated in the intensive care suite by the head doc of ICU, whose daughter was graduating with my son. Actually, several of, including the doctor that messed my husband up. Yeah, yeah, it was crazy. We all knew each other. I worked with a lot of them. You know, a lot of our doctor also son was graduating in the same school, same class as our son. We all lived in the same neighborhood. It was crazy. Uh, and the doctor that did it never even came into ICU once they could get my husband upstairs. He was in the trauma room probably about 8 hours. Because every time they would disconnect everything to wheel him out to take him up to ICU, he would code. So we'd go right back into the double doors, and I worked at the ER, so yeah, no, come on. I knew everybody there. They weren't trying to keep me out. And that doctor would get so pissed because no sooner than he'd get up the steps, he'd be banged to come right back down. And yeah, he wasn't a happy camper. But once they finally got him upstairs, into ICU. That doctor never once came in. Not once. Never said, I'm sorry. Never came to us to explain what happened. Nothing. Thank God for the dude in charge of ICU because he's the one that laid it all out on the line, showed me the proof I needed, got me the head of anesthesiology. Yeah, because the doctor who actually did it, like I said, never even known that he did it. And in fact, the hospital backed him, fired the pharmacist who did do nothing. The pharmacist called and questioned the prescription. I was standing right there. He told the pharmacist to fill his prescription and don't question him, and hung up. That was set up a minute later. 2 minutes later, my husband was injected. It was crazy. Yeah, I see you, Patricia. You got a wrench. No one can block you. You're blue. You've been blue for a long time. Anyway. Okay, so we're going to. Anybody got big plans for Sunday? I mean, if you don't, I've got plenty of stuff that needs done around here. Come on, I can put you to work. I got a question for all y'all. Now, for when you think that it would be okay if you went live while you were working? I know that not only did I work for people, but I had my own um, home nursing business where I had several nurses and nurses aides working for me. And I'll tell you right now, if any of them would have did a live, I don't give a shit if the patient's sleeping, eating, or whatever. If I'd have found out any of them did a 2-3 hour live on my dime, bye. Bye. But that's just my opinion. Hey, Lanky, good to see you. So, how many of your bosses will put up with you going live while you're on the clock working? I'm just curious. Yeah, I could see my husband trying to do that at work. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Oh, I love you too, Lanky. You're always so sweet. You're always so supportive. I'd be at my booth inside the flea market. Hey, you can make some money there, though. I used to do that years ago. We did it on the weekends for like one summer, and I'll tell you what, it kicked my ass because it takes all your weekends. Yeah, I quit, but you can. You're self-employed. You can fire yourself. I tried to suspend myself just to get a break. It didn't work. Hi, Corinne. Yeah, I don't know anybody's bosses that will put up with that. I really, truly don't. I don't know. Maybe it's a new thing now. I don't know. I can't see that. How the hell would I do that running on an ambulance? When we get a call, just tell them they got to hold the call because I'm live. And I'm sorry, you cannot have a heart attack right now. I am live. Is that what it is? Or you can't pop that baby out, or no, don't wreck that car because I'm live. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Or if you're at the hospital and you're paged for something, oh no, can't do it. I'm live. After 2,000 taxes, I hate myself. Taxes suck. They really do. Everything is taxed to death. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I think one of the worst things they do with taxes is, man, they tax your fucking bonuses or your vacation time. Are you freaking kidding me? You got to work to get that shit. You don't get that for nothing. That is at least something they do not have to tax. It's not like that, you know. It's not like it's a year of salary or nothing, you know. It's insane. It's greedy. I think it's messed up. I say we boycott that. Yeah, and I'm talking about going live, not listening. I mean, I'm sure everybody sneaks and listens. I was just curious about it because you'll see it coming up here. And I was just curious what people would think. I don't know. No, not for me. But, you know, also, my job was a little different. And yeah, I really couldn't have. Hell, most of the time I was lucky if I got time to eat lunch on the go. So a lot of times we'd be standing there ordering our food and pay for it and be waiting for it and get a call and we'd have to leave and leave our food. Yeah, know? But I couldn't have things on because I had to, you know, I had to be able to talk back and forth with the hospital and with 911 with the dispatcher. And also if I had to call the hall for anything, you know. So that's, you know, I have to stay awake somehow. I had some good kids and some horrible kids. I make sure I always have a book with me. There you go. And that's a different situation. You're not happy. You know, you're not dealing with customers every couple minutes or, you know, emergency calls or just regular med rounds. You know, because no matter where I fucking went, I always got stuck being a freaking med nurse. I don't know why. You know why? I do. Because nobody wanted to do catheters. Nobody wanted to do insulin. Nobody wanted to do vitamin shots or any of that stuff. Nobody wanted to do the narc counts and be responsible for the narcs. So, yeah, that's why. That's the truth. Yeah, I was for a long time. Some days I think about going back. They just don't pay enough down here. And I just have to take a refresher and challenge the states, and I'd be I don't I think I'd be okay. I don't know. Taking you all out with me to take doggy out. Oh, mine's laying down, being quiet. I'm not gonna say that too loud because he's finally laid down, and the monster Sir Duke is actually laying down. But that tail's going, and the more he slams it, yeah, he's thinking about getting up, getting into something. I'm actually supposed to teach this week for the first time since I fell. Oh, are you okay? Are you ready to go back then? Because I know you were hurt there. Gotta be. Groceries have skyrocketed. Hey, short. Oh, don't remind me. I got to go to the grocery store tomorrow. I dread it. What I spend a week is in freaking insane. Insane. You'll do just fine, and you did just fine, and you'll be just fine. It's me, Amberly. I still get knots in my stomach every time I go live till I actually hit that go live button. This people's driving me nuts. I have a window open. She smells deer and barks. I can't believe what the price of a box of cereal. Are you freaking kidding me? $8 for a freaking box of cereal? You can keep it. I'll make them eggs, even though eggs aren't much cheaper, but better than that. I spend a lot the last 2 weeks. I'm not going back until we only have ramen left. Just, hey, my kids, my daughter, she would eat ramen every day if I let her. And she actually didn't even know what they were until she was at a play date with her at her friend's house, and her friend's mom made them some ramen noodles. That was the first time she had them. The girl is addicted to them things. It's good. We're good. We got it together. Thank you. That was nice, Patricia. But we got it. We got it. My hubby. We got it. Thank you. I am of you too. You've been around since I first started going live. I have my 18-year-old brother who's type 1 diabetic, skinny as hell, but eats like three grown men. And my 3-year-old is a linebacker already and eats all the time too. Yeah, it's like these. I don't know where the kids put it. Hey, Maureen. I'm like 15 minutes after they eat dinner. Can I have a snack? I'm hungry. Duke, what are you chasing? What are you chasing? You've seen something over there. See, I told you that tail was going too hard. I know my cat. He's looking for something to get into. He's not getting the catnip. Hell to the no. That's like 420 for a cat. I'm starving myself because I ate my hip feelings through the holidays. That don't work though. Starving yourself doesn't work. It really doesn't. Eat small meals, really small meals, at least 3 times a day. You'll actually burn more. Your body will naturally than if you don't do anything. I started back on my keto shakes. I have a keto for breakfast, a keto for lunch. Probably should have started it a couple months ago since summer's almost here, but hey, you know, at least I started back. I just wish I had my bike to ride. I would love to have seen that lady's car again so she could have at least replaced my bike that she totally destroyed. I mean, I didn't want no money for myself, but she did destroy my bike because she was on her phone. Dumb bitch actually came up onto the damn sidewalk trail. I wasn't even nowhere near the road. Yeah, that's the least she could have did was, took care of the bike she totaled. But yeah, no, she kept going. I'd have never did that. Uh, I'd have never did that. She had no idea of how hurt I was or nothing. She just kept on going. I'm scheduled for all day Tuesday teaching. I was asked if I could do Friday, and I told them I have to see how Tuesday goes first. I hear you. Oh, she was hit by a car and killed 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's awful. Sure. Yeah, Patricia, go for it. My email's on my channel. I'm back in it now. I check it all the time now. I actually saved the password this time. Not in that little notebook that I can never find, but I put it on something I never ever take away from me. So I won't lose it this time. Oh, wow. 15-year-old son. Wow. Oh, Amberly, I'm so sorry. That is awful. That is awful. My older sister was riding her bike down the sidewalk. Then a truck opened his door and she was slammed to the sidewalk unconscious. And he blamed it on her. She's on the sidewalk. So that tells you she's on the sidewalk how far up the road he was. That when he opened his door, it should have. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't see that one. Like I said, the lady didn't even stop. So, I mean, I was banged up. But I was okay. I was more worried. I was more pissed because my bike was ruined. I mean, it was mangled, the whole front of it. So it would have been. Um, I mean, she came out of nowhere. And sure, Patricia, anytime. She was kicked out of a ride, and a car went to miss her and hit another one and landed on her. Wow. He was parked on the wrong side of the road. Wow. But he tried to blame her. Okay. Now, I wasn't worried about getting that lady in no trouble. We didn't need to call the police or nothing. I mean, for what? I mean, I knew what she did. Um, because as she hit me, she had her phone up to her face. That's how I knew she was on her phone. And I couldn't go nowhere because it happened that, I looked over and there she is. I'm like, okay. The car was a lot bigger than me and the bicycle. It sucked because I rode every day. I rode 4 or 5 miles every day. It was my me time, where I could go and just, if I wanted to ride down to the beach, I could ride down to the beach. Or if I just wanted to ride all over the neighborhood, I could, it was just me time. I really enjoyed it. So, Duke, what are you looking for? You want to go in the house? Dookity do. You're freaking me out the way you're looking around. Is there something out in the yard? I can't see out there. It's freaking dark. And now I'm starting to think there's something out in the yard freaking looking at us because of how this cat's acting. He's freaking me out. See? Duke. Okay, I'm going to make my husband come out here and go look in the yard because now it's freaking me out. It's probably a critter. They drove up onto the scene. Oh, no. Wow. That's awful. Okay, you got that tail going too fast. What are you up to? There might be a pig or a deer or something in the yard. That's wild. I didn't even live in the country back home. I guess they considered it. Well, that wasn't country. But I'd see deer all the time, but we didn't have wild pigs everywhere. But hell, in Florida, you can live in downtown and see a wild pig. I mean, gators, You don't got to live in the country in Florida. I mean, they're just everywhere. Man, we used to have these big land crabs. They were as big as freaking dinner plates, They're fucking huge. You rarely see them anymore because all the building and stuff. At least around here. I'm sure there's places you still do, but not around here. The last time I seen one of them, hell, that was 20 years ago in Daytona. The thing was as big as a freaking dinner plate. I have unsafe driver on my record because I swerved my car to miss a squirrel, and it was Dead leaf. It's my only misdemeanor on my record. I have a decal with I swear for dead leaves. I swear for dead leaves. Oh my god. Sir Duke saw, yeah, he's freaking me out. And look, he's right back over. What do you see out in that yard? See, cats can see it. I can't. Okay, lay on your bed. Lay on your blankie. No, no, no. We're not doing the cord issue tonight. Okay, go ahead. Go look out the door. That'll make you happy. Get out of my cords. I'll go get Daddy to go look at the yard. Only one side of the spotlights in the yard is. I don't know what happened to the other one. It stopped working the other day, and I forgot to tell him. But I got to tell him because when I sit out here at night, you just never know. Yeah, I know. You just never know. Oh, you know what he found today? He found a den of snakes, and they were rattling. Yeah, they rattles. Not sure which kind. He gonna find out tomorrow because they got to go bye bye. We can't have them. Not with littles and animals. No. Makes sense why I don't see the bunny anymore. Or two of the stray cats we see every 100 times a day. Yeah. And they were rattling away. They got to go. You're all the way up top. Okay, we're going to get into this because we've already been talking. We can just talk if y'all want to. We don't go to share shit. We can just find some funny videos to watch. These people can really get on your freaking nerves after a minute. And sometimes you just need a break from them. But, I wish Betty would. Man, we are so overdue for a drunk rant. I need a good laugh. You know? And not making fun of, not, I'm not one that really goes out. I don't really say much about Betty's looks. I don't pick on her hair or nothing. You make a snide comment here and there, but I don't attack people for what they look like because I don't give two shits. What you look like has nothing to do with what comes out of your mouth. That's a whole different thing for me. I don't give two shits about the personal life. I don't care. I care about what they do on here. That's it. That's all it is for me. I can shut it off though. See, I don't. I don't have to watch it. That's not what I wanted to show. Um, First, wait a minute. Oh, JP did one of her satires about Betty today. Her driver with no hands. It was funny. I don't know how people don't think she's funny. She is funny. Um, oh, Betty. Why did Allie drop the ball? Sebastian Rogers. Yes, beer can. We got it. Yes, was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was yesterday. And I waited for the pharmacy to open to pick it up, so it was worth her being an hour late for school. She was finally. It took a lot, but I got it. I hope I don't have to go through that every month, but if I have to, I sure to hell will. She was invited to do an accelerated program for summer, but it's from the 5th to of 1 month to the 11th of the next month, which is going to be a big chunk of her summer. So, and it's 4 days a week, all day long till she won't get home till about 3 o'clock. Um, it's just be like being in school. So I don't know because she wants to do summer dance and she wants to try summer gymnastics. She's really good on the balance beam. She can do cartwheels and everything on the balance beam, one handed. She's working on no hands. She can do cartwheels with no hands, not quite yet on the balance beam. Um, but those, so I'm going to talk to the school and see if she could just do like half of it because that's almost the whole summer. That's only going to give her like 3 weeks, if that, of summer. And there's things that I have planned. I mean, it would be really good for her, but at not even 9 years old, I don't want to make her give up her summers yet. You know what I mean? I don't want her to think, well, she has to do it. If she really wants to do it, that's a whole different ballgame. But I don't want her to think she has to do it because it's accelerated. It's just extra. It's not. I don't. You're right. You can be drop dead gorgeous, but if you ugly inside, that takes it from me. Yeah, I agree with that. But I just, I don't care if somebody shows their face or not. I really, really don't care if somebody. Oh, thank you, beer can. So we're gonna sit down tomorrow. I'm gonna lay by the pool with her, and we're gonna have a chit chat. I'm gonna make sure, be, what her thoughts are on it. But being that she's only in third grade and she is only 8.5, I'm not gonna make it an issue or force it. I just think that would be the wrong. I think it would backfire with her. I mean, it's great that um, she got selected. I mean, it's first come, so you have to sign up ASAP. So I don't know. I'll talk to her about it tomorrow. Yeah, me too, Amberly. That's why I'm going to ask the school because people. I mean, we're not going any on major vacations. If anything, we'll go to Legoland or Legoland's water park or one of the amusement parks, or if they have that special at Daytona Lagoon, since it's local, not too far. Um, Sometimes they have summer east passes where for like 35, $40 you can get a pass to go all summer long from 4 o'clock on. Um, but I might get that because that's not too bad. But they really want to. They like going to Legoland's water park. They want to go there so bad. I don't know. But well, we have a pool, so it's like imagine your own water park. Use your imagination. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Thank you for renewing. Oh, Betty, why do you shove your TikTok down your YouTubers' throats? Don't you think that? Oh my gosh, she actually has a picture of a genuine Trump $2 bill. I cannot. Are we in elementary school? Um, I cannot. What the hell? Oh, her think tank. Live call-ins. I can't listen to that right now because I'll get too pissed, and I don't want to ruin my mood with Betty. So we'll just go. I really didn't want to do Betty, but we will. No, Bullhorn Betty. She got too many damn channels. Yeah, let me get started, Britt. Sure, I'll put the link in. Give me a little bit. Hey, Darby. Show you the Trump $2 bill. Okay. Let me share a screen, and I'll go back to it. I don't want one. I don't want a dollar bill with anybody. I I guess it's supposed to be collector's item. I don't fucking know. Why would you want a dollar bill? $2 bill. I mean, I don't. Where did it go? Oh, where did it go? Wait a minute. I will find it. I think it was on the other one. Wait a minute. Where the hell did it go? I'm not kidding you. It was a $2 bill with Trump's picture on it, and then Trump was waving at you on the outside of it. Wait a minute. But the center picture was of Trump. Where the hell did it go? What? Well, that is really weird. I should have screenshotted it. It's got to be here though, because it was on there. Maybe it wasn't hers. Maybe it wasn't ad. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see it now. Maybe it was an ad. Yep. Nope, I don't see it. All right. Well, that sucked. We'll get it back though. Oh my god. And these pictures, pets, in your thumbnails. Come on. Seriously? Seriously. You're not young anymore. We're not young spring chickens anymore, Bets. Okay, this one she calls. And I don't remember.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars?
Getting through this real fast. I probably won't play much of it. I just want to see what she's up to. But I want to get into the
wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees. If so,
I'm sorry, but I am so.
To the West Coast.
And again, I'm going to point out to you that here is just a 30-minute live. And Betty does not leave out her 10-15-minute intro yet. And I go check her channel out. Please do. You will not find any other videos that Betty did not do her TikTok intro to shove her TikTok down your throats. The only video that I have been able to find like that was on the 17th. So Betty, okay, I'll read it to you. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to now because it makes sense with what I'm saying. Don't tell me court went your way. Don't tell me court went your way. It clearly did not. I have it. Yeah. Actually, I could just go to her page and show you. Well, that'd probably be easier because I'm sure it's still up, and that'd be easier. That's even a better idea. Be easier to show. Let's go to our community tab. Let's see what Betty. Don't forget to hit up Morbid's new channel, Sir Morbid X. Oh, Betty is pushing Morbid's channel. Yo. Oh, here it is, people. Here it is. Let me share screen. Okay. It says, and this is on the Bullhorn's own tab, mind you. Don't you find it interesting that two idiots can sit here and speak about something they weren't even at or even attended? I can guarantee whatever comes out of anybody's mouth will be completely contradicted by an accurate transcript. So hopefully, once the transcript is here, we'll understand exactly who is and who is not lying. Oh, Betty, guess what? I have watched you long enough because I review you. That is the only reason I watch you. You are definitely not a go-to true crime channel for me. That's just my opinion. But just by your own actions that day, your behavior, your expressions, your voice told me everything I needed to know. I didn't need to hear it from anybody else. I heard it from you. I saw it from you. You know court didn't go well. You know you made some boo-boos. Just saying. Okay. Furthermore, a judge is going to prepare an order. And it doesn't matter which way the order goes. This case, it is not over with. Yeah, it kind of does matter. Because if the judge dismisses your frivolous lawsuit, guess what? It's over. Because you've made it known that you have every intentions of continuing to refile this frivolous crap. So I'm sure the judge will be alerted to that. And hopefully he'll make it that you can't refile the frivolous lawsuit. But okay. There's a case here. And we will proceed to trial. I can guarantee that. No, you can't. Just like nobody can guarantee that it'll get dismissed. You can't guarantee that it'll go to trial. You do not know that. The judge has to decide that, not you. Despite how much money is going to be raised, despite how many more lies are going to be said about what truly happened to me at the hands of Queen Bee and Burnt Toast. It will all be exposed through this court action. And the audience and the public will truly see what truly happened and how they lied to you for years. Years, mind you. Okay, first off, Betty, we've already reviewed the evidence you submitted. Okay, Betty, my thumbnail don't help you, but it don't help anybody because it has nothing to do with it. So yeah, that's a hard no. And that's just one of many you put in there. The video clips, the videos that you included, they don't prove nothing. They show you for what you are, if you want the truth. We had some good laughs reviewing those clips. Anyway. And we can go back and do it. I still have all that stuff. Anytime y'all want to go back through that, I still have the evidence with all the links. And some of the links don't make sense because they go to some Oriental guys' videos that have nothing to do with this. So yeah, yeah, okay. Anyway, she can't guarantee anything. Nobody can. Hey, Sheila, there's absolutely more to come. And I will no longer argue with idiots that clearly have mental problems and can never, in 1,000,000 years, 1,000,000 years, just let me go. They won't let me go. I want that to sink in for each and every one of you reading this. They won't let me go. What the fuck is she talking about? What is she talking about? Let you go? Who has you? What? You're a grown ass woman. Don't you always say you're going to do what you want and say what you want? Isn't that pretty much what you do? So, yeah. Okay, Bets. I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody got you. Nobody wants you. Just remember that. And what's more to come? You can't file any more evidence, Betty. You've already submitted your evidence. So you think by stalking people on YouTube and screen recording everything they do, that's evidence? It's not, Betty. It's not. You can't submit it. Actually, you can't really do much of anything because you kind of screwed up. You didn't notice anything up. Just because you emailed to someone doesn't mean shit. You didn't notice it up with the court, Betty. The court. The judge. So therefore, all the judge, and you didn't argue the case, Betty, because you didn't have anything, any motion to argue. So quit lying and saying you argued the case. You have not. The only motions that the judge can make a decision on is what was filed legally the right way, that was noticed up. And guess who did that right? You're never going to believe it. An attorney. Go figure. You know, one that was trying to give you sound advice about getting some legal help with Illinois law. Yeah, that one. Yeah, he did his stuff right. So his motions get heard by the court. And the judge will issue a decision on those. He can't issue anything on yours because, yet again, you didn't do things right. But okay. I am literally having to go to court for a judge to tell them about their bad behavior. I promise, by the end of this, it'll be their bad behavior on trial, not mine. Is she freaking serious? I would like to tell all the people that love and support me, thank you. God bless. Is she freaking serious? Bad behavior? Huh. I'm going to read the I never do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to read the comments. We stand with you. I have no idea what this is about. Let's read the replies to that one. Just check out Betty Bullhorn's history here on YouTube. Go back about a year to Quentin Simon's case, or even further to Summer Wells. Check out her Amazon wish list where she pretends to be getting married so she can put her list of expensive items she needs for investigations, in quotes. Please be very careful with your money. She desires to separate you from every dime. Good luck to you. People are wild with their comments. I don't think I've ever done this on the live before. But hey, why not? Let's laugh. Oh my gosh, this one has 8 replies. Shh, it's okay. The voices are not real. People don't like Betty. I went to court today, Miss Betty. It was a small win for me today. People who do not have to navigate the courts do not understand how slowly they move. Cases are rarely resolved in 1 or 2 sessions. Oh my God. Let's read the replies. Yep, that's why you don't sue for nothing. Do you really think she cares about your case? Nope. They also move slowly when you represent yourself and don't know anything about the law, specifically Illinois law. I'm wondering how many more chances she's going to get with this judge. Being pro se isn't an excuse to not file the right documents on time and correct. Come on now. She's a paralegal, right? Whenever she went to school, she didn't teach herself anything. Oh my God. Oh, these people are arguing back and forth. I have no idea because I haven't looked at Betty's paperwork. In my experience, when things are serious, the courts move quickly. However, moving quickly means within 6 months to go to and get through trial in the state where I live. Yeah, well, you don't know Betty. They won't let you go? But you brought this lawsuit? Or is this for the new people who haven't found out what you're really like yet? Oh my God, there's a lot of comments to that one too. Oh my God, these people are arguing back and forth over Betty. No worries, they will find out. I was duped at first too. Yep, Betty creates her own messes. He will dismiss, guaranteed, and then you will be the one under spotlight. You have lied so much, why would anyone believe you? Oh, remember when the police visited your home last? Yeah, you should have taken them up on that mental health evaluation. Maybe it's not too late. Give them a call. It could only help you. Yikes. Oh, Betty responded to that one. It seems funny that you support somebody being swatted and then tell them they should get it. They should get it. What? No, Betty. They should get a mental health evaluation. Do you understand how unhinged that sounds? Sounds to me like you're the one that needs that evaluation, dear. And somebody answers, twist my comment however you want, Bets. For all I know, you called the police. And who said you were swatted? Did a team of police show up at your house? I think not. That's not what the police report stated. Like I said in my comment, seek help. You need more than you even know. Maybe in the process, you can heal your black heart, dear. Another comment. Number 1, you were not swatted. We've seen the reports. Number 2 is you say the same exact thing about people having mental illness, mental issues. So is that not unhinged as well? Oh my God, these people are going off in her comments. Can't wait for the transcript because it will definitely show who is telling the truth after court. My money is on Queen's lawyer. He doesn't have a track record for lying, deceiving, or any type of misconduct. You, on the other hand, have done all three, and Betty is responding to that. Let's see. Betty says. Really? Oh, clearly you haven't looked into his pasted. No, Bets, it's his past cases, not pasted. That's not even a word. Ugh. You haven't looked into his past cases where he was almost sanctioned for his client hiding evidence. Oh, that investigate in your name clearly deceives people because you don't investigate squat. Quit lying and spreading misinformation. Oh, Betty, you better hope you telling the truth, because I'll tell you what, no lawyer is going to let you slam and defame him. Not like SF Investigates has. No lawyer is going to do that, Betty. They will come at you. What the hell was that? Was that you, Duke? Oh, this cat's weighing me out. Oh, Betty. And they're almost, but he wasn't sanctioned. She's trying to cover her ass there by saying almost. Well, number one, if he was almost sanctioned, then you wouldn't even know about it, Betty, because that means there was no sanctions. There was nothing to report. So where are you coming with these accusations, Betty? You need to be careful. You need to be real careful. You think you could run that mouth and constantly defame and slander people? This lawyer doesn't need to pay a lawyer. He can do it himself, so he can take your ass. You need to stop. You need to be careful. I'm telling you. Now she's having people go look up his. Go look him up. Well, go ahead. Thank you for responding to my comment. I don't put my biz out there on what I investigate and what I don't, so you really don't know what I'm about. I can tell you I have done PI work in the past, and I was a child advocate for family court services in another state than where I live now. I am pre-law and also working on my paralegal degree, not certificate, as you stated you have. One thing I take pride in is my thorough research. Ooh, ouch. Let's finish that one. My thorough research and knowledge of what cases I want to work on. I've actually helped a lot of families in a professional way, never assuming anything or spreading any type of misinformation. I'm all about the facts. I don't scream and yell through a bullhorn to get my point across, or harass families because I think they may be guilty. Or maybe they are. But it's not our place to take matters in our own hands just on a blind hunch. I used to like you and thought you were doing great work. What disappointed me was the way the Simon case was handled. Wrong on so many levels, and the circus it created was unbelievable. It directly interfered with the investigation. So did the Wells. It actually shut the investigation down. If you wanted to protest, to do it at the police station, not in front of a suspect's house, only to bring the BS to the innocent neighbors that lived on the street. There are so many more examples I can give you about the misconduct of you and your old crew, but I'm sure you aren't interested. For the record, I don't lie, and I can back up everything I say. You have a great day. People are like telling KB Investigates. Well said. Bullhorn Betty tells Twinkles. Pacer. Which that's where you can get the records. Oh, Patricia, thank you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Make sure you thank Patricia for the gifted membership, and welcome to Poolside. Someone is saying they have Sebastian. I'm confused. Oh my god, that drives me nuts that people are running with that. All right, let's get into her video. Wow, people don't like her in her comment section. Oh my lord, that's a lot. I haven't seen too many positive comments. Oh, youch. I don't know. That would upset bats. Come on now, you got to see that now. That should, give you a little inkling. You know, maybe a little one. Some. I mean, I guess I guess you're okay with it. Okay. Okay. You can be.
If you're a web designer, here are 4 Wix Studio features you gotta know.
It would serve no purpose to leave her a comment because.
So first on the
Coast, we are everywhere. True crime is. We're asking for the public. Rogers case. This is going to blow your mind, guys. I've been personally covering the case of Sebastian Rogers, a 15-year-old autistic boy that disappeared from
That's still part of her
Hendersonville,
intro.
Tennessee. His mother, Katie Proudfoot, and stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, came out.
Mind you, this is her intro. Her intro is her TikTok videos. It's insane.
Told their stories in this looking like bite marks on Christopher Proudfoot's arms some 8 days after Sebastian disappeared.
They do not look like bite marks. You are sadly mistaken in misinforming your audience. They do not look nothing like bite marks, you idiot. But okay.
Seth Rogers, which is Sebastian's biological father, decided to start doing some ground searches and raised money on a GoFundMe page to aid those efforts.
Now, what I'm going to play you next is there's going to be some things. They take out the self-checkout because of all the theft. Oh, Mark, you don't ever have to. Dude, I just appreciate you being here when you can be here. I don't expect nobody to give up shit. Honey, you got real life. I just appreciate that you can be here at all. Thank you. You're going to hear what I'm going to play next with that behind the wall lady. You're going to hear some things about Seth that they have to say, but they flip-flop. And you're going to hear what I mean. But we're going to fast forward to this because I don't want to hear all this again.
Proudfoot threatened not on their home before Sebastian Rogers walked out that door. The sheriff
is this what this whole video is?
Beginning of this search for Sebastian when he.
Oh my God! This is all the same stuff she's been putting out every day. She puts all her TikTok videos into one video and just keeps re-uploading it on her YouTube channels. That's all this is.
We move at the pace of lightning, right? We're not having to document things. We're not having to turn reports in. We're not having.
That's all this is. Unbelievable. How does she not get hit for content
there? So if nothing more, it seems to me that they would have had to have a criminal investigation opened in order to get that.
These are old videos.
And we were boots on the ground for weeks.
Old videos as far as the case, stuff she's put out 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, even 4 weeks ago. She's putting them all in one video, repeatedly uploading them on her YouTube channels. Hey, never lose hope. Yeah. How does she get away with that? That's reused content. And how does her audience put up with that? It's like they're watching the same thing every day. And she does it sometimes 2-3 times a day. I don't get it. I don't want to watch it. Nope. It's the same crap you've been pushing for the last month We'll do this other one, and maybe we'll do her think tank. But I want to look at some funny videos too. But I want to do this voices, this behind the wall lady. Um, mm, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a whole lot. Let me get share screen. Wow, I don't know how Betty gets away with that. I I'm sorry, but if I was a sub, I would have an issue with that. I wouldn't be watching. Why would you want to watch the same thing 3 and 4 times a day, over and over and over again? That's insane. That's not putting work in. How's that putting work in? Okay, now this is a long live, 2.5 hours. But there's just parts of it I want to play.
What was it? The deep space? Oh, there they are. Okay, so what flavor? Well, we just want to ring one up, right?
Oh, she's at work. She's at work. You got to see what CJ and Naked Divers are doing right now. Boats in the dark. Patricia, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Do they have spotlights on the boats? Do they have the proper lighting? Oh my God, this CJ is. See, he's that's streams that. Oh, whoever got the gifted membership, please thank Patricia and welcome to Poolside. That's stream sniping, and I believe it's against TOS. I can't do that. I've never done that to someone. Then besides that, he'd probably strike for it. I would love to show it and tear him apart. Oh my gosh. What an idiot. Well, at least they're not alone, though. You know, this thing, Betty, she goes out alone. I was like, you never go searching anywhere alone. I don't care who you are. And that worries me that my husband found that den of snakes. Oh, God, I hope he gets them all tomorrow. But they're rattlers. They have to go. They have to go. He said he heard a couple of them, so I don't know if it's the babies. And Mama just, I don't know. I don't know how many's in there. But he heard a couple of rattles. And when he shined the light in, and when they moved back. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun thing. Who knows how deep it is? I'm sure it's pretty deep. It probably goes down far. You gotta figure out something, because we can't have rattlesnakes like that. And I walk my dog that way every day, sometimes a couple times a day. But I haven't seen that big rattlesnake in weeks, because just the garden snake, just the black snakes, the harmless ones. But yeah. They do not have the proper equipment, I'm sure, and it's illegal to be out there in the dark. They need to be turned in for boating up. Yeah, there's a lot of places where you're not allowed to be out doing that. There's rules for a reason. Yeah, I'm not so sure about. I don't think Sebastian is in the river with all the activity going on in the Riley story and search. He would have most likely. Oh yeah, he'd have surfaced. Yeah, but then there could be reasons why too. I think part of the reason Riley's drain did come up the way he did is when they were dredging. They sometimes you get caught up on stuff under. It's but usually it's was it 14 to 20 days, unless you're caught up on something. Who's harassing Beer Can? I will not let no one. Oh, no, Beer Can. I'm not going to let her mess with you. Bet on that. Nope. Did they? Oh, that's great. That's great, Amberly. That is so great. Okay. Yeah, this chick is truly at work. I am blown away by this. Yeah, I'm not going real life on her. She's the one that says she's at work. I don't know where she works. I don't care where she works. I don't care what she does. I don't know. It's just not something I would do. You know. But then my kind of job, I couldn't have done it anyway. You know. But I don't know. All right, why aren't you playing? Oh, I forgot it's her. Why is there no volume? Is she not talking?
Questions. It's going to be, where is my child? But that was not one of the two.
Okay. Well, for the first 20 minutes, she doesn't talk. Apparently, she doesn't talk. I guess not when you're at work. So she's been live almost 20 minutes and she's barely said anything. Does she not know she has an audience? And why does she have Summer Wells? Oh, that grosses me out. Yeah, she's not saying anything. Okay. That's wild. We are 17 minutes in and she still has not said anything. So what did she do? Just go live and just not say a word to anybody? I mean...
Guys, 1 minute.
Oh, 19 minutes and 36 seconds. She decided to say 1 minute. She is literally at work waiting on customers.
Wait. Khalifa Mint Spawns.
He is grifting for a $300 hotel room. What? The freaking hotel rooms he's staying in? Dear, you're live. Wow. I guess this is something she does on the regular because these people seem to be used to it. We are now almost 22 minutes in. And all she said is 1 minute. Oh,
That's when I'm
yeah, finally.
trying to do this, right? Hi, Chai. Hi, you guys. Hi. So I
2
wanted to talk.
minutes in, she finally
What are we
said
hearing
something.
about? I thought it was weird that we're not getting sus polygraph
Hey, Skull Girl.
results, because that was done now a week ago yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Now let me go really quick. I'm trying to find somewhere I could go, even though I know
Oh,
I
that's
just left a really
great,
hurt where I do the
Amberly.
work, but whatever. Let's see if I can hide over here.
No, she's
Maybe her.
She is at work.
You see it? Cassidy did that. Max, hey sis, you got the link. Come on up here. I went to turn my camera off and I muted myself. Get up here so if I get a customer, like, it's not so quiet. Okay.
Told you, she's at work.
You guys like the hair? Awesome. Hi, Eve. Hi, Nanas. Hi, everyone. Hanging out with me at work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to play something really quick for you guys because we have Chris Proudfoot talking about $1 million questions. It's the $1 million questions. And then he goes and he lists 2 different questions, but not one of them is, where the hell is my stepson? If I have any $1 million questions, it's going to be, where is my child? But that was not one of the $2 million questions that Chris Proudfoot has. So that's bizarre to me. But then I had an eerie, familiar feeling, which was Don Wells talking about his $1 million confessions. Remember, I want to stage a $1 million confession on pay-per-view. Set it up for me, Share Bear, please. And then I'm going to talk all about my church. That's crazy. So his $1 million 2 questions he had, not one is, where is Sebastian? You kind of pair that with he takes off camping with mom and doesn't even look for his stepson Sebastian. So that to me is all very Wells like. Now, Seth falling asleep for the Polly. I'm sorry, but I'm going to be the one to say that's weird.
Hey,
That's
Lisa,
suspicious because it is.
that
And I'm
lady
hearing
behind
that
the
it was
wall,
certain
that share
questions.
chick.
So again, he's not the top of my list, though. The actual top of my list allegedly wasn't even home. You know, my top of the list ain't even Katie, who was there. Although, how did Sebastian get out of that house? And I'm going to have to say the only thing that makes the most sense is that Katie Proudfoot, aka Sebastian's mother, aka the person who carried him for 9.5 months in her womb,
9
drove
months.
that boy out of there knowing he was never coming back. That's the only thing that makes sense to me out of everything.
And do you have any proof of this? Do you have anything that shows that that's exactly what happened? Because law enforcement don't. Nobody else does. It's what you think. And guess what? At the end of the day, what you think don't freaking matter. It don't freaking matter.
Right? Sometimes it's the simplest answers. That's what we're told. Well, that is the simplest answer because we see that boy. Well, some people say they see that boy taking the garbage out. But then he goes in the house and poof, vanishes. He's not seen on nobody's cameras again, right? Just gone. Poof, vanishes in the thin air. Except for we see Katie go out, who left the house because she had to drive around for her son that she reported missing. Whether she did that before, after, during, or whatever, calling Chris, I don't really know. But she left in her vehicle in that time frame. So that bitch drove her son out of that residence. There's just no way around it. That's quite literally the only thing that I feel confident in.
Hey, Christina, don't feel confident. Don't feel confident. She passed her lie detector test. Take that however you want to. But there's been no evidence that she's done anything. And, you know, when you run away, you don't advertise it to the freaking world. You know. And she did what any mother would do. She immediately went looking for her son.
Cotton candy boobs. You got to change it back because even the Duty Ron loves it. It's already trying to end up
You
like
trying to tell me Duty Ron supports her? Huh?
Summer. I mean, they really wish it would end up like Summer's case, and it is. I mean, it is what it is, right?
They are two different cases, different children, different families, different circumstances. The only thing that they have in common is they have a missing child. One was a small child. The other one is a 15-year-old boy. A teen.
Yes, we're gonna go over that. I can't really do much right here at work, right? But I just wanted to at least have a conversation, hang out with y'all. They should be, yes.
Yeah, you can't tell these people, Mark. It doesn't matter. And I do think that law enforcement has things that they have not released. And thankfully they haven't. Honestly, I am glad that they haven't. Because it would just be twisted and turned and made to be what it's not and muck up the case even more. So I'm honestly glad they haven't. But of course they're going to keep things private. They have to. I doubt Duty Ron is agreeing with her, with any YouTubers these days. I would hope he wouldn't this one, especially with the things we've heard. But oh, it's going to get worse. This is just the very beginning. Then we're going to fast forward to the end, till the near end. Oh, this Cotton Candy, who pretty much runs Cher's panels, and Cher when she's up there, she's got a lot to say, a whole lot, and she's one of them that knows it all. Yeah.
Should be checked out for sure.
In fact, at one point, I was actually agreeing with this Cotton lady. And then she opened her mouth again. And you'll see what I mean.
That could be kind of like Madeline Soto. Well, the camera footage at the church that they said she was on.
No. Not like Madeline Soto. Not at all. Not at all. Madeline wasn't a runaway. Police were onto this right from Jump Street with that. Yeah, not even, nope.
Before school, whatever. They thought it was Madeline Soto, but it wasn't. It looked like her, but the camera footage was too grainy. Well, in this case, we have Mom, who's perfect with camera footage. And
he calls them jagaloons. I watch him sometimes. He can be upsetting and to chat, but he's honest without a filter, and he's not going to feed you a bunch of bullshit. You're going to get facts. You're going to get factual information. He always is nice to me. He's always pleasant and says hi when I go into chat and stuff, and I appreciate that. I don't think he knows who I am, but he says hi to everybody in his chat. That I appreciate. Because there's a lot of creators that don't acknowledge half the people in their chat. And I think that's messed up. You should say hi to anybody that comes into your chat, but that's just me.
we got all military background and sheriff and law enforcement friends. And I mean, we even got ties to people and ex-wives that are life insurance adjusters for children with autism. That's weird. So the whole entire thing is weird, and somehow I'm the bitch because I'm asking all of the questions. Okay.
No, you're not. What questions? You're making allegations, false allegations, because you don't have one stitch of evidence to show for any of the so-called questions you're asking. There aren't questions. They're actually allegations. But you state them as facts.
Because we're no friggy around here, right? So I'm asking all of the questions. That's what we do. Not to say,
yep, that's all right.
You know, sometimes Seth says or does weird things, but it doesn't mean he's my top suspect. I'm just pointing out that he does weird things. All of the rocks have to be overturned, all of them. And that's what the law does as well. You have to, so that you can, in your mind or your own.
Well, you're not the law. You're not any type of investigator, and you're not the media. So what the hell are you doing? You're at work on the time clock. Does your boss know you're running a live? I'm just asking because you're the one bragging about being at work running a live. So I'm just asking an honest question.
I guess researching clear what you think should be clear so you can continue your main focus on the things that do matter, right? That's why you try to clear what you can. But my thing is everyone is kissing Seth's butt. Oh, he fell asleep. Candace and Dawn fell asleep for theirs too. And it's fuck you, Dawn. Fuck you, Candace. You're a liar. That's weird. That's suspicious. But Seth Rogers does the same thing. Of course.
I like Hughes too.
Now, the only difference is we do know Seth is out there searching. But it is the same results. We give the Wells hell for falling asleep during the poly and having to come back to redo polys. But somehow we don't have that same energy with Seth Rogers. That's weird. We have to be, if anything, we have to at least be consistent. And I might be a bitch, but I'm a consistent bitch. Okay. I'm questioning it all. I'm looking at everything, everybody, everything, everyone's on the table until like there's evidence and law says they're cleared. Well, then they're cleared.
Who the
Oh, yeah.
hell are you?
They sure.
Who the hell are you? And you have no idea what happens during these polygraphs because it's not put out there. You only know what people are putting out there. You don't know if it's rumor, gossip, or truth, and you don't care. But who do you think you are? You ask all the questions. Shut up. You sent inappropriate pictures to the father of a missing child. Are you kidding me?
Sure did. Hey, sis.
Hey,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
Lisa?
Yep, I can hear you good.
All right.
Thank you for
Okay.
being a member,
Yeah,
Dina.
you're wrong though. It's about my bedtime.
I know, right?
And like you're saying about Seth falling asleep,
Mm.
I would have made sure that day was hands down perfect. I mean, like I'd make sure I was rested up and didn't take the medicine that sedated him. I think he done that on purpose, in my opinion. I don't care.
Mhm.
Is everybody not gonna acknowledge Seth abused him too? And it's in documents.
It is, yeah. I am horse nut. Hello. It is suspicious. It's suspicious
Like
when
every
parents
panel
do
he's
it.
gone on has been, I need the funds, I need the resources, which he goes, money. He has like a $20-some thousand GoFundMe allegedly.
It's not allegedly, and it's well over 23,000 and climbing. I haven't checked it for a few days, but it's not allegedly. It actually is.
Shaps, PayPal's, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Cash apps.
I'm not saying any of them took his life or nothing, but
Right.
none of them's innocent here. They all, Seth wants to point fingers at everybody. Point them at yourself for once, buddy. Sit the fuck down. You ain't innocent either.
No,
You knew all
everybody.
this, whatever was going on,
Oh, wow,
allegedly,
Sparkle.
and you didn't
Good
take.
for your mom. She told him to bug off. Good for her. I'm sorry to hear that about your dad.
Take him sooner.
That's
outta
my
here.
problem. That's exactly my problem is I don't understand. Now men don't fight the system enough. We know this, but that's the time where you fight the damn system when you know what's going on. So I do wonder,
What?
and like, I don't understand the people that are mad at me for wondering, but yeah, I do wonder when not one but two times there is sexual predators in that house, but still you don't have full custody of your son. That is, I can't make sense of that, sis. I can't. I don't
Me
know.
neither.
Because again, men don't fight
You're
the
not
system
getting the
enough, but
Swedish
that was
fish.
all of the reasons
No.
where he should have
They
won.
stick
But
to
why
your
He
teeth.
would have got him. He would have
But
got
why?
him.
No,
Right,
I'm
but
not
why-
scrubbing your teeth tonight. I
Why
already
would
did
they
it this
have?
morning.
Obviously, he got help and stuff. No therapist or anything mentioned. Well, maybe he should go with his dad right now.
You want a cat treat? I gotta go get you
Megs.
one.
And Chris passed his polygraph.
That's what I heard, but I haven't seen it. Chris
Yeah.
Proudfoot. Well, here's the thing: a
But so did
psychopath
Charles
can
Manson,
pass
so
him.
if that tells you anything.
There you go.
Charles Manson did too. But
Oh,
still, it's like, come on, it's not looking good, buddy.
He's too weird. Hold on, I think I saved. Let me see if I can find that little video. I tried to save it in here so I could pull it up while I was at work. Is it? Mm,
I don't know why. I don't know why he walked out that door. Make more sense if we'd been fighting.
Okay. Sorry about that. I want to back us up, man. I had to get the cat a treat to get him to be good. Bribery works all the time.
I don't know why he walked out that door.
he's too weird. Hold on, I think I saved. Let me see if I can.
Good, buddy.
How did I get so far ahead?
Eggs.
And Chris passed his polygraph.
That's what I heard, but I haven't seen it. Chris
Yeah.
Proudfoot. Well, here's the thing: a
But so did
psychopath
Charles
can
Manson,
pass
so
on.
if that tells you
Okay.
anything.
Number one, you don't know the man is a psychopath. You don't know anything about the man. And I wasn't aware that you're a medical professional and can diagnose anybody.
So,
Charles Manson did too, but still, you know, it's like, come on, it's not looking good, buddy.
He's too weird. Hold on. I think I saved. Let me see if I can find that little video. I tried to save it in here so I could pull it up while I was at work. Is it?
I don't know why. I don't know why he walked out that door.
I don't get people. How do they not see a mother totally just devastated?
Or he's been in trouble, but he hasn't been in trouble. I mean, the $1 million question, why did he go? And the other $1 million question is how.
How are you coping?
And what was wrong with those questions or those answers? What is she doing?
Suspect. I mean,
Okay, that's weird, right? So the $1 million question: how did he go, and why
Take
did
the
he
box
go?
for Sir too.
Not where is my son? Who took my son? That's not the $1 million. Why did he go? Because, well, it would have made more sense if we were fighting. Okay, well, that's the $1 million question. Why did he go?
I have no
And
idea,
she
Marcy.
says
She lives in
he just
Canada.
walked out of here. That's so Don
It's some
Wells.
kind of store or gas station type thing or something. I don't know. I don't care.
And Candace Bly. Well, they took her over here and they went through this dog trail. I don't like people that already got the narrative, and it's to already
I don't know.
steer
I don't know,
people's
Skull Girl.
brains and manipulate people.
okay. So
But he was supposedly going to live with his dad. Is that a fake ski mask, Andy? Why would he come in my channel? Yep, that's fake. That's a troll. Bye, ski mask. No trolls tonight. Not in the mood. Hey, Hope.
Chris and Katie have to pay bills, you know, and they got ran out of their home.
As a Canadian, I'm
Nobody's gonna
embarrassed.
talk about that. Seth ain't got nobody at his home harassing his family and shit. This goes both ways, y'all. This ain't a one-way street here. It is.
No, it can't be.
Seth also harmed Sebastian's head. Said that his head just fell in his hand.
No, neck. Get it right.
Bullshit. How does a child's head just fall in your hand? Get the fuck out here.
Wait, what?
I'm tired of biting my tongue and nobody wants. Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody wants to hear it.
Because nobody wants to say Seth. He's put on this perfect persona because he's looking. Yeah, he's looking. I give him that. But also, the guilty dogs bark the loudest.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm seeing everything that I want to see, and I wish I saw in other cases, but at the same time, there was a point where I started questioning myself.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There for a little bit, I actually get what this cotton lady's saying, but just wait.
He's going around a little too much. Like when he's trying to hit 20 streams and then he's like, well, I can't be on the phone all day or I'll never get no searching done, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
Well, guess what? I'm kind of seeing the same thing as the Wells. Like, when are you searching? Kind of like is, you know,
right.
But he is getting the people out there. Are they still? I don't know. I know he's doing the petition. He wants FBI involved and everything. And people would say, well, if he's guilty, why would he?
FBI is not going to take over a local missing persons case. They're just not. They're not.
He do that.
Because he knows there's no chance of it.
I don't know.
It would be the same as the people that show up at prayer vigils and stuff. the guilty ones.
Good point,
There
Music
you
City
go.
Mom. Seth is the
Mhm.
one planning the searches, where to search, and
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
Or the fact that Chris even had to tell Seth, we're not going to do a GoFundMe. Like, that has bothered me since he said it.
Wait, what did he say? He said we're not gonna have a GoFundMe?
Yeah, they made an agreement that they wouldn't do a GoFundMe. And then Seth's sister ended up making it.
Yeah, and Seth could have
and
shut it down and
law
didn't.
enforcement TBI whatever told Seth not to take a polygraph with Nancy Grace, and he did anyway. He's totally went against TBI and all that. Totally went against them. Then he wants to get on YouTube and cry because law enforcement don't tell him nothing. Well, no fucking wonder. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Shut up.
You can tell when he slipped things that he wasn't supposed to. Like when he was like,
He's admitted
they've
it.
got no evidence. It's like, wait, you're telling us right now the law's got nothing, and you can tell he wasn't supposed to fucking say
Invisible
that.
cloaks.
Hey,
Oh, hello.
Cha says that
Proudfoot.
FBI have been involved since Jump Street. She don't understand why there's a petition. Right. Why is there a petition when we don't know what's going on?
Can he not just like call FBI up? Like, what is the petition for? I know it's to get attention, yeah, but
To
can't
get FBI to
he
take
just
over the
call
place.
up the FBI? Like, my kid is missing. Keep hopping state lines. Can you please?
I mean, TBI's on it, so you think FBI's. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know how all
isn't
that
the
works. But
Secret Service or whatever on it? So why wouldn't FBI be on it?
that's for like
Hmm.
money laundering and stuff.
Hmm.
My homie aunt. That's right.
Wait,
I love her.
Secret Service was involved because of something about money laundering?
Yeah, that's why they were investigating it in the beginning. Yeah.
No, they what?
True.
They what? This cotton lady just lost me. The Secret Service was not investigating this disappearance because of money laundering. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Oh, yeah, we got Megs on here. That's crazy.
Who cares if Seth has a GoFundMe? Well, I care.
I kind of
Because
but I
I
kinda
do, because Sarah, all these cases when money gets involved, it takes away from Sebastian or Summer, or it does.
But he is the one. So he was at work until this happened and then didn't go back to work. But does he have the
What
option
about
to go to
Katie and
work and he's
Chris?
just not, or what? He's out there in the woods from like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. or what?
I don't know.
Right. If
Or
we're going to
like,
talk about
can he
he's
go
just
back
a
to work?
No, he's not working because of a shoulder injury that has nothing to do with this.
If
So
he
officer at a
wants to
jail. He's not a
Yeah.
sheriff like everybody's saying. That's
From what,
No,
from what I understand.
no, he's a like a corrections officer, right?
Yeah, correctional officer.
Something like that. Yeah, correction officer.
Yep.
Yeah, he hired private investigators on
Yeah,
it.
she will.
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
I
Yes,
said,
I'm not saying
and like I tried to warn y'all, you actually make a couple points and then she's going to lose y'all. Oh, it's going to get worse.
he's perfect either. And I do agree he's upset. I do. And I'm not denying that. And he is out there looking. I'm not denying that.
Mhm.
But come on, let's point out his red flags too, because they're going off in my head. And I can't be biased on this. I can't do it.
And you can't ignore
Right.
them. They're
You
there
gotta
for a
talk
reason.
about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be the one to say it. Seth is sus, Chris is sus, and Katie is sus.
Yeah,
All of
I
them.
wasn't aware of Don and Candace having a GoFundMe either. It's the first I've heard of it.
Katie is the least sus to me. I'm sorry, she is.
Like, I thought that way till I realized that bitch drove her own kid away from that house. I know she did.
How, you see what I mean? You're stating that as fact. How do you know that? Where is the evidence to show that fact? Don't state that as fact. Don't state that you know that that's what happened, because you have no clue. Yeah, his shoulder injury did happen. It had nothing to do with the searching.
There's no convincing me that Katie Proudfoot did not drive away with her son in the vehicle with her. And the fact that she is being too whatever, like, I get domestic violence and everything, and I do feel for her, but at the same time, that is your only kid, Katie, and you're doing nothing. Like me, I'm not caring. I'm taking the lashing that's coming to me, whatever. I don't know, because you have so much public
Okay.
eye.
Here's a comment that was made by Robin Rogers, which I'm guessing is Seth's mother. Seth was so exhausted and with some medication for shoulder and neck pain that he fell asleep during his polygraph. This made it inconclusive. The only reason he took it was to put pressure on Chris to do a polygraph. And no, Chris did not do a polygraph. Yeah, well, I don't believe that either. And I'm not buying that whole excuse. I'm just not. Hey, Thor, I'm just not. Sorry, I'm not.
And stuff.
They didn't want one. I know people begged him to take a little money, but I don't think he did. No, Chris and Katie wouldn't take a penny. That is Seth's mom confirmed. Yeah, well, I don't believe what she's saying. And I'm not buying that excuse as to why he fell asleep either. You're nervous as fuck taking a polygraph. You're not going to sit there and fall asleep. It's not like it's going to take 8 hours. You know? Come on. I'm just not buying all that. Sorry. I don't know what happened with there, but, you know.
Yeah, something bad could still
I
happen.
agree, Cha. Chris is doing wells with money. I agree. Chris is he's a narcissistic, abusing piece of shit.
You have no idea who he is. I am so everybody call it, and that word narcissist is thrown around way too much, and they don't even know the true meaning of the word. And they are nobody to diagnose anybody as anything. They don't even know this man. Okay. Yeah, they did. They gave money for the billboards. They sure did. Seth didn't even want T-shirts to be sold to pay for the billboards. So he started selling T-shirts from him. Money goes to him.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But they're all pieces of shit, in my opinion. Because where was Seth when that little boy got essayed? And he got on YouTube and broadcasted it.
That did not need to be put out.
Baby.
No,
right.
Because here's the thing. He gets found now and he goes home. Now you just told the whole world his personal information. That's why I don't think none of them think that Sebastian's
Just to make
actually
the other
coming
parents
home.
look bad.
Or why would you do that?
Why wouldn't you squash all your past beefs, whatever, and work as a team to find your son?
Right. Yep, they can't do that though.
And then he wants to cry, oh, law enforcement's not telling me it. I don't blame him. I wouldn't either, because you won't shut the fuck up. Sorry. And you got $27,000 in GoFundMe money and Cash Apps and PayPals and Venmos and you name it. That boy's probably got $50,000 fucking dollars.
He raised
more.
that much? He raised that much?
My sister.
Like he raised
the GoFundMe, the last time I checked it, it was well over $23,000. And that does not include all of the Cash Apps. And there's been a lot of chats that the Cash App has been pushed. As far as I know, there's no PayPal or Venmo. It's a Cash App. And from my understanding is it was even somebody else's Cash App because he didn't have one. Weird. When you could just open one. Don't take much to open a Cash App. But anyway, yeah, just if you're going to say it right. Y'all don't do no research before you go live. That drives me up a wall.
You don't want to pay stuff
for that much
or anything. Like we've ran these damn Cash App and shit in here. I don't know. Let me see here. I'll get it.
Nope, you don't have to shut up. Nope.
Crazy.
Come on, that's too much fucking money. I don't care if Katie says that, Chris. Oh fucking well. They're still not working either. They're having to go to campgrounds this shit. I don't care who's got more money or whatever. This has impacted all of them's life.
I didn't
And
know
one of them is not any better.
Sis, who
in my
said that
opinion.
there was a pact to not make a GoFundMe?
That was a pact in the
said it.
beginning. Yeah.
Well,
Seth
so
said
they
it,
all sat around and had a conversation. Should we fundraise or not? No,
Yes.
let's not. That'll make us look suspicious. Don't fundraise.
Yep, it was at their house.
That's
when he
not
said
how
it.
it was
Katie and
said.
Chris still haven't asked for a
What?
dime.
No, that's not how it was said. But yes, they had discussed that, and it was made. They had agreed no GoFundmes.
No, and Chris is back at work,
I'm not sure.
or
Who
supposedly.
knows?
Because I know they've had to leave their house because of harassment. So I mean, I do
It
get
went
that now.
over.
You know,
But what? Then over 30K. Oh my Lord! Wow. Do you know what? Oh my! That's a chunk of money. Holy.
I do get it.
How and I get excited over a $5 cash out. Could you imagine? Oh, I could imagine. And that's just to go by. I could imagine what the cash apps added up. I mean, come on. They were pushed in how many chats? Big channels pushing it too, like Pascal. I mean, he pushed the hell out of the GoFundMe and the cash app constantly.
I don't know. I still.
And we don't know
couldn't-
what they've done that's not on YouTube because they're not on YouTube blabbing it.
Right.
She
Kelly B plays to
crowdfunded
be,
for
thank you.
Donna
I
Serafino.
mean, everybody wants to take up for
What?
Seth. I get it because he's looking. I get it. Yes. Kudos to him for that. And I've always gave him kudos for that.
Exactly, Hope. But they haven't done any research. They just go live and talk. They just hit the live button. They see clips on other people's channels. Don't even bother to watch those lives. Just clips. You know, they just watch here a little bit here and there. And they have all this to say.
You know what I mean? It's
But
I
when
don't care.
things aren't right, we're allowed to talk about when things aren't right. We don't have to kiss people's butt because everyone else is kissing their butt and loves him and
Yep.
he's doing everything right. We don't do that over here, people. They did have a conversation, and Seth's sister made the GoFundMe. Well, it
Yes.
shouldn't be about her. Like, why did she
I think
make
he
it?
just right. Just because he
So-
can't say, well, I didn't make it. I didn't
When
do it.
you
My
have
sister
a
did.
GoFundMe, you have to set up
Exactly.
a bank account on there. So, like,
That's the
whose bank
loophole they
account
went
is
through,
set
you
up
know,
with the
so it
GoFundMe?
wouldn't make Seth look bad. Because he made the pact with Chris and Katie that they wouldn't do one.
That's weird.
And then
So he
when
say,
Chris
I didn't do it, my
confronted him,
sister
he said
did.
he didn't do it. His sister did it.
Okay, so it's his sister's. Well, then he should be if he didn't want it, he can tell GoFundMe, listen, I don't want this. Take it down. I don't agree with my sister doing it. So clearly he hasn't done that. And also, whose bank account is registered to that GoFundMe then?
Hold on,
His
I was gonna look.
sister's or his? Like, how is that working? And does she have to keep a percentage?
It would have
'cause
to
she's
be
the one.
sisters, wouldn't it? Whoever's name
doing
it's
it?
in, it'd have to be. I don't know. I've never
I'm
had
not
one.
sure. I'm not quite sure how that will work.
I don't
Be
know,
right
but
back.
come on, y'all.
Yeah, and the reasoning
They
was
all
because Seth was going to be out of
Failed
work.
that boy.
Yes. Yep.
They all failed him. But nobody wants to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what? The people that goes live about this every day and stuff, that's their cash cow. That's their new summer whales. Cha-ching, you know, let's get Seth up here. Cha-ching, we'll kiss Seth's ass and get him some money and we'll make even more money. No, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Kelly D, place to be. I agree. I agree.
Yep. Patty Ponytail. That's right too.
Yep. See, he's going through all these loopholes where it's not in his name. So he can say, well, I didn't do it. They done it for me. I didn't know. No, motherfucker, you know.
Mhm.
You work at a jail. Come on, you know. You know how to work the system.
They all got red flags.
Sorry, my dog starts barking. Winnie, hush.
I just hear babies chirping.
I hear them too. And I did see your eggs today, Megs. I've had a headache. I shouldn't even be up here, honestly. And I've done took my meds, so. I said, remember that night I said I'd never do that, and here I am.
Yeah.
Those were some big-ass eggs.
Uh-huh.
He's got friends in low places. Anonymous, thank you. They all do. None of them's innocent in this. Even if they're just guilty of failing that child.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
Hey, God made the donkey.
I never heard that, Rita.
But Heather, I think is her name.
Remember where I watched?
Come on, this isn't the only person missing child case. I mean, y'all, come on. A spade is a spade here. Wake up. Seth got the PI. If he can afford a fucking PI, come on. You're supposed to be using that money to pay your mortgage and shit, not get a fucking PI. I got to mute a minute. Megs, take over.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, we got to talk all the talk, not just part of it.
And I've never said that Seth is the reason Sebastian is forever missing, so don't get my words twisted in chat.
Sorry to hear that about your kitty.
Be very telling to me.
Right, they got money. They had passports probably already.
Yeah, for sure. Especially taking a cruise, yeah, you got a passport.
They're on a cruise. Caribbean cruise now, and good for them. I went on a Caribbean cruise for my honeymoon. Went to the Virgin Islands and everything. It's fucking amazing. Oh, well.
Cruisers do not reimburse you, by the way, right? So it's kind of like you go or
you can get points.
All that.
You can get points, like a Speedway card. You know, you get points, and you can use, but you have to be like 78 years old and about 1 foot in the grave to get that, you know? Lip lock, I'm sorry. You look good for your age, Mama. I'm not knocking you. He's older. I don't want her to think I'm old, man.
Too.
They have nothing. They were, yeah, the Bauer socks. Chris's mom and dad or mom and stepdad. They have nothing, no ties to Sebastian except for step grandparents.
Wait, is that their name?
Bauer socks, yeah, their last name.
Bauer. So Proudfoots and Bauer socks, like for real, we're not being fucked with. Sorry,
no.
That's funny. Megs.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I want to take Nina's kid, yes, but I don't think they would go this deep to hide a dead child. It's different custody and killing a kid.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I think the Wells would do some bullshit, but
right, Robin, they are not emotionally attached.
Yeah, but they've been trained to not be emotionally detached. So thinking about it now,
he's missing. He ran away. Nothing else has been established for them to say the statement the way she just said it.
now with all the military background, that's in their training to be emotionally detached.
Oh my God! Do you think that they go through basic training? Okay, Basic training's only so long. You act like because they were in the military, they don't do it. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my God. You don't understand the military. You don't understand basic training. You know, you're not going to get that deep a training unless that's the field you're going into in the military. When, you know, the job you get, the schools you get into. Stop.
Even with your loved ones, you got to be emotionally detached because
Look.
you got to fucking leave your family and loved ones and not think about them while you're doing all this shit while they're building, like tearing you down, rebuilding you up, whatever. You know what I mean? So that actually makes sense because that's
and
something
one of his mom, his stepdad, or his dad. I don't even know where his dad is.
You really think that it doesn't bother the soldiers that have to do their hardship leaves and deployments away from their family? You really think it don't bother them? You're a fucking idiot. It does. Been there, done that. The ignorance of people sometimes. Oh, this monster cat wants out. Oh, I have to let him out because he'll sit here and claw till he can't claw no more. And I don't want him to hurt himself. Come on, Sir Duke. You know, when I first got him, he wanted nothing to do with the patio, with coming outside. I ruined that. I should have left that alone. Yeah. I mean, he can't get nowhere. I mean, it's enclosed. He can't get it. It's a big bird cage. He can't get out. He thinks he's outside. Technically, he's outside, but he's not outside. But I do take him out in the yard on his leash. Yeah, he's leash trained. I said he's bigger than most people's dogs.
Is with him. So one of them had to be a narcissist because you are not just one day wake up and be a narcissist. It's learned behavior. Yeah, you learn it as a child.
And just throw that term around like they actually understand narcissism. $10, they didn't even look it up. Maybe the FBI should go knocking on their doors looking for Sebastian. It would shock me if one of them had the little boy.
Yeah, you're not just born a narcissist.
No, it's learned behavior. So.
Oh, what? Do you? This Cotton really thinks she knows everything. She really, truly thinks she knows everything.
Narcissists are unemotional, except for when they go on a rage, you know. Right, child. Yeah, covering up a homicide of a child is a whole different level than custody.
Who's talking about a murmur? No one's talking about a murmur. Nothing. That's never even been. So what are you talking about?
None of them is irrelevant. I agree.
We compare it to Brian Laundrie, but even they couldn't help cover up that, you know?
I never did compare it to Brian Laundrie.
You can't compare it. It's not even close. There's nothing to compare. Stop bringing your other grifting cases into this to grift more. None of this has nothing to do with this child. What about him? That's what you should be talking about. Awareness for him and all the other missing people, children, adults, everybody. But you're not doing that. All you're doing is gossiping, misinforming, acting like you know it all when you don't know shit. How about put up some facts? How about just keep putting his poster out there instead of going after the parents? Should be going after any of the parents, regardless.
Got that vibe at all.
Oh, I did. Because Chris's parent, his stepdad and mom remind me of Roberta Laundrie and her husband.
Oh,
They don't me.
But that's just because I read like past shit where they were like kind of defending Chris with all of the shit with Nina before Sebastian even went missing.
Okay. Number one, you don't know if any of that to be factual. You don't, it's all hearsay and rumor. There was no factual evidence ever shown to support any of the things you're saying and getting ready to say. So what you should do is shut your mouth about it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't have anything to do with Sebastian, and it does not help Sebastian in any way. In any way. And there's that.
But
Yeah,
I'm not
no
trashing Nina, but
comparing.
we don't have proof on that either.
No,
Yeah,
and that's where I said, you remember when you and me and Benny went live last, and I was saying like nothing, like, because I believe her and I feel terrible for her, but at the same time it gets the waters more muddy, because we're now entering in, shall we let all the ex-wives come and talk, you know?
The GoFundMe is it, and this was as of 8/19, 2000, listen to me, $24,519.
All the ex-husbands, because that can get real murky
Messy.
fast. Yeah, and not even because
That
they're
could cause
caring
more
about production.
custody issues, because
Yeah, they
allegedly
just
all of
wanna-
Chris's ex-wives had kids.
Exactly. And that's kind of fucked up, and that's what lets me know what a true monster he is, because he is a predator. And yeah, someone emailed me and gave me the list and let me know that there was kids involved in every relationship he got in, which is scary. But like, that's all shit that people can take mental notes now. I'm like, don't ever get with this dude. You know what I mean? Like, because he ain't gonna stay with Katie. If they're innocent, Katie and him are gonna break up. They'll stay together if they both know how dirt on each other, like, you know, Candace
Oh
and
my
Dawn did.
God. And
Then they'll stay together, and that
and you know this how. So now you know their marriage. You're living under that roof. You know these people personally. And you're a marriage counselor now. Jesus.
will be very telling to me on the low.
Yep.
Poor Meg, she's gonna get probably just beat to shit for being on panel, and she's hardly said 3 things.
Oh well, fuck them.
I'd rather not. We'll leave that to Ziggy, please.
What are they going to say about Megs? They don't know who the fuck she is.
They better
Let them
not.
come for her. They
Right?
come for me. I don't care. I won't give them no attention.
They already come for me. I'll give them all.
They do me too.
Yeah, they do.
Well, you know, the other night I reviewed you 2 clowns, and you were listening to the 911 call, but you weren't listening. You weren't actually using your ears. Because you were saying, clip this, put this out right away. They were saying they've been there. No, they had not been to that address. They were doing what pretty standard procedure. They were talking to dispatch to see if there was any history with that address for law enforcement. And they came back and said, no, there wasn't. But that's not what you ran with. Remember, I called you out on it. We played it several times.
I give no fucks. What you want?
Be the
When it's
bean.
a buckshot here, I'll show my own. I'll show 6 of them.
It is. That's true, Be the Bean. That's true.
This just showed up in my feed. Seth has made a statement at the vigil, some update. You mean a vigil that happened a couple weeks ago? Yeah, they did hope. Law enforcement specifically told them they didn't want them out searching, and there's reasons why. Legit reasons why. Corinne, that there was another vigil. I wasn't aware of that. Tonight there was a vigil. Oh, what did he say now? Where did he put his statement at? Hope, did you see what Chris had to say? Or Seth had to say? Did you see his statement? Where, Corinne, do you know where it's at? Did you see the statement? Oh, Lord, what did he put out now? Oh. See, he was laying low for a reason. Just saying. That's... You saw the opening. Okay, well, let me look it up. I'll look it up right now. Let me see. Let me just ask YouTube. Two weeks ago, nothing current. Nope. 11 days ago. 2 days ago about the PIs. Yeah, it's not showing anything new. This is the vigils and the statements that are coming up is what, already 13 days ago. That's the only vigil. Yeah. I'm not seeing nothing else. Oh, where is everybody tonight? No, those are older. The ones that I found, they were older. And the one you sent me, Hope, that was a month ago. Yeah, it may even being reposted. Posted where? Because everything I just seen was at least 13 days old. Yeah, that was in the beginning, Chris. Yes, they were supposed to do that. Chris and Seth discussed about working together and finding Sebastian and putting aside their egos. That was in the beginning. Yeah, those ones that are showing up, it's weird they showed up in mine today too. But they're from 13 days old to a month old. Because it had been every one of these idiots would have been going crazy if there was another vigil. It would have been, everybody would have been talking about it. It would have been all over YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, they said that in the beginning. Let's get back into this.
But like all
It is.
5 of your wives has kids?
So,
Kelly, I think Chris and
Yeah.
Katie had him when he got essayed in California, I believe, or something.
Yep. You're right.
I haven't put something hot in here.
and your point being,
And that's what we were saying earlier, Kelly. Why didn't Seth take him then?
Yeah, that
He
doesn't
obviously
make
knew
sense.
about it.
Especially when the one guy did prison time for a couple years. Like, why did Seth not get
He would
his
have got
kid then?
instant custody. Probably because
Yeah.
he didn't have his own shit together and didn't care.
That's the thing. Did he just not fight it, or was there something more because they were worried about Seth
me look it
having
up.
him too because of his anger issues? I don't
Yep,
know.
Good
and
night,
that's
Skullgirl.
documented on
Thanks for hanging
paper.
out.
Like,
Yes, Island. That's his only biological child is Nina. I think,
I
allegedly. in
think
my opinion.
so. That's from what I've heard so far, but I don't know.
No, Swift, I don't
Okay.
think they would do that with a deceased child. I just don't see that. That's when you can just send him to Seth and don't have to worry about him, you know?
Yeah. But now Chris texted Seth and said, Sebastian, our marriage is on the rocks. Can you please take Sebastian? Right?
But we don't have
Is
no
that
proof
true?
of that, do we?
No, I haven't seen the text messages of
I
that,
haven't
but I
either.
don't know.
I haven't
Has
either.
Seth maybe
Nope.
said that, or why is people
Seth
saying
Why
said
that?
won't it let me?
Seth said
Yep.
it.
Nope.
Seth
Seth
did
did say it.
Seth's the
Okay.
only one who said it. Just like
Yep.
he's saying every damn
Let
thing
me
else.
look it up on my phone. I don't know why it's
Yeah.
not working on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris
It's the
and
Facebook group.
Katie had an
Um,
affair on their husband and wife, Nina and Seth.
Yeah. They all they
let
all
me look it up.
cheated on each other except for like Seth and Nina or whatever.
And
Right, Sherry,
you
there's
don't know
no
that.
proof for a lot of things.
No, there's
Everybody's just taking Seth's word and just, oh, he's the godfather, blah, blah,
taking,
blah. No.
you
Come
Yeah.
on,
guys are
man.
taking everybody's word with no factual proof. You have no evidence of any of the things that have been said. None. You have people's words. What concrete evidence have you been shown?
Let's give him all of our money.
And a
He's
lot of
such a great
misinformation.
guy. He's fallen asleep during the polygraphs and everything at certain questions, but take my money.
It sounds like Katie killed her own marriage.
Probably because I heard she was like banging the neighbor, but again, there's no proof to that. That's
Yeah, I heard.
crazy.
She was recently banging the neighbor. Yes, I heard that.
So like, what
And that was
neighbor?
actually one of my theories. Did Sebastian see something?
Oh
neighbor?
my
Right.
gosh.
Right.
And Katie lost her shit?
That's kind of I've had that theory in Summer's case too. Like,
Because
did
she could have
Summer?
lost her shit. I'm not saying she's innocent at all. The only thing I feel bad for her for, she's had to live with a fucking narcissist.
I think that she has. I don't know. When I look at Katie and I look at, like, it's just through screens, but like her eyes and soul
She's dead,
seem empty.
like, inside.
Yeah, she's like
Yes.
quite literally just a shell of. I
Right.
don't know what she once was, but she's just a shell of a human, and that's kind of scary because I think, like, obviously he had incontinence issues, which none of us should know, by the way. So all these parents put out
I
like
do.
super crazy stuff on their kid that you wouldn't catch me putting out there, so that they all already knew that Sebastian wasn't come back. Or why'd you
Mother
do
and daughter.
Oh
That's
man.
been a theory of mine, actually. Ever since I heard she was banging the neighbor. But I haven't seen no proof she was having an affair.
that?
The groups are
That
all
was one of my
private. You gotta
theories.
join them.
That's risky as shit. Like, could she get prego? Like, I don't know. How long has Nina and Seth talked for? Like, would they
Okay.
want
Are you
revenge
talking
because
about the Justin from TikTok? This was a bit surprising. Is that what you're talking about, Corinne? Let me see what he says.
That's Seth Rogers, and that's Chris Proudfoot. And I saw them talk for quite a while before the vigil started. Now, Chris was not able to stay for the vigil. He had something that he had to do, which is not my business to disclose. But Seth obviously did. But then Seth shared what their discussion was about, and I'm going to show you.
Me and Chris were putting our differences aside. It's not about our egos. It's about finding Sebastian.
Okay, I think this is old.
We'll begin working together. And if everybody else could just fuck off and put your egos aside.
Oh, Seth, you're the one that. Oh my. I'll show this. I'll show this, but I don't think it. I'll show it. Um, mm, he's the one that caused a lot of this. Wow, and he's blaming it on everybody else. But I'll show it.
Everybody was cheating on them. Like
I don't think they had
freaking know.
any. I don't think they had any communication until. I still don't think they
After.
have.
No,
Yeah, I don't-
they have. Because he is straight went on the news and said that they've talked.
Yeah, I don't think it happened like in the past though. I don't think. It was
No,
nothing like
I
that.
think it was so like after Sebastian went missing, they started communicating.
Okay, Bear Can, thanks for hanging
Yes,
out.
in my
Thank you
opinion.
very much for the super chat.
I think after she
you gotta
done her
have
interview on
support.
Trav's channel. is when-
Yeah.
Thank you. He has a YouTube channel also.
Yeah, they to unearth, in my opinion, even if Katie wasn't abusing him, like she was in a way because she didn't save him. She didn't stop the abuse. She had to
didn't
know
stop
it.
him. No, you gotta as you
I would have
gotta
packed my
be your
kid
own
up by
life.
myself.
You people have no idea. You can't say she did anything. You don't know. This is not helping this child. This is not helping his story.
Stay off and let all of them, daddy,
Yeah.
stepdaddy, all of them. Fuck you all.
No, you gotta do everything in your power to save, and that's her only kid, and she didn't do everything in her power to save him.
So then she was
that's
under the
why
power of a
I'm like,
narcissist. That's kind of where the narcissist comes in for me. You know, it's like
that's true, but at the same
and the
time,
thump. Yeah, remember the thump, and he has a water
Right
pocket
now,
on
when
his
you're done
brain.
talking to whoever.
yeah,
Come back
water
up or-
puppet. I was trying to say that in someone's live, and I was like, "Oh, Jay for Justice."
Yeah, she was around when they were all messing around, but she wasn't around these past years when they were in Tennessee and stuff. You know, like she don't know any of this that's been going on probably. Because of what in Chris's or Seth's mom was making comments about Nina on a post I seen, and it sounded like they didn't know all this until Nina come out with it on Trev's channel.
What? Yeah, but would they? I don't think they would admit to knowing it before, because I've seen she's lying because I've seen Chris's mom commenting.
I'm talking about Seth's
I'll find
mom.
it. I've seen it himself, his mom on Facebook or something talking about it
Yeah.
long before Sebastian went missing. So she's lying.
Oh, I didn't see that. I seen after.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, some of you guys confuse the shit out of me.
Because he was seen at 7 a.m. up until 7 a.m. on the camera, and she said she went and looked at 6 a.m. to wake
6
him up to
a.m.
school,
Yeah.
and he
And
was
that's at
already
6 a.m.
gone.
Yep.
Yeah. What time does the school start over there? Because 6 a.m. seems early. I don't know. Maybe not.
I used to get up early for school. It depends on how
Yeah.
far you live from the
No.
school and
Yeah.
yeah, they
And
start
what
No,
was the-
it's not early. It's still dark out when the high school and junior high kids get their bus. What are you talking about? That's not early for school. For elementary school, now they're later, but the high school and the middle school starts earlier. Heck, the high school starts really early.
7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So they start pretty early.
Yeah, some
He
our buses
probably
come
had
at
some
6:30.
kind of like.
She probably got him up,
routine.
gave him breakfast, and showered or whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's
Wow.
Okay, that's what I thought, Bobby.
These
I
women.
don't footage of that. Yes, a bus early. Yes, he rode a bus. Did Katie take him to school, or did he ride a bus? Or
I don't know.
See, they don't even know. They don't know the facts of this
it's good to get some
story
of
at
that
all.
out about Seth, man.
They don't know the facts of anything. They don't know that he did that. He got the bus right there. They just don't know things because they didn't listen to anything, and they call themselves true crime.
I see cotton candy boots.
Hey, you know, I don't know about y'all, but my kids are early risers. Very early risers. So,
Well, it's not talking shit. It's just being thorough. Like everyone else,
pointing out the red flags and the truth, you know?
Yeah.
pointing out the red flags and the truth. Your version of the truth. With no factual evidence to back it up. Again, who are you? Oh, seriously. You act like you know these people. You don't know anything about them. You clearly don't even understand what's going on and all the different things that have been said, because you wouldn't be making some of the statements you're making if you knew.
And if we can do
I mean,
it
come on, Sherry, you didn't even know she was in the military when I reviewed you last night.
the other person, I don't understand. Like, why is he off limits? I don't get it.
Yeah, if you want
Because
the
he's
truth,
out
you have
looking.
to talk about it.
Well, I know he's out there looking, but like, that's what he's saying. Like, again, I don't see him out there looking. And then he said people were chasing him away from looking, and I don't know, like, where's the video of that? That's when I pick up my phone. Like, these people are
There's
following
not
me.
one video of him out there in the
No.
woods looking or nothing. Nothing. Except for
No.
JLR. That's all,
But-
JLR.
But you obviously got your phone on hand. So when you have these people that are harassing you looking for your son, where's the video for that? That should be all over the fucking news. Put that on the news. I'm out here looking for my 15-year-old son, and here's people harassing me. Look at them. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would do.
Selena, SA also causes bedwetting. That is a symptom.
Yes, it does. Sure
Oh
does.
my
Yep.
God. No. Oh, you idiots. You're really, really idiots. It could have been any number of things. Any number of things. His chromosome deletion, you know, that. Could have been it that he was autistic. It could have been emotional. It could have been behind medications. You don't know. Oh my God. I'm part of the Sebastian Facebook group, and there are no new updates. They posted about 45 minutes ago that everyone should come together, put their differences aside for the sake of finding Sebastian. Yeah. I didn't think there was anything new. They have no clue. Yeah, they don't. They have no clue. And I don't understand how any of them think this is helping. This is getting the word out. It is not. It is not. All you're getting out there is a bunch of gossip. Bunch of people that think they're some big true crime solver. And they can diagnose people, and they can tell people when they're guilty, and they can tell them exactly what they did when they don't know two shits. You're not helping this little boy. You're not helping the family.
That's why I didn't need to know about the essay. As soon as they kept saying he had incontinence issues, I already had that thought.
I
didn't
cannot
need
with
to
the
know that.
ignorance.
Pampers at his dad's, but he did at mom's. You know, it's kind of
Yeah. And I don't believe any of this. I
But
can't.
was he on camera? We've not seen that proof, Bobby. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people just believe
The
anything.
ignorance.
He probably was. He's probably got a legit alibi if he was working and free and stuff, you know.
Could have been.
and
It
not a
could have been
suspect,
any
but
number of things.
These people will believe anything.
Or it could have been a multitude. It could have been multiple things. You know what I mean? I don't like word. This doesn't help.
Anything without seeing it, too. That's what's crazy.
Okay, Music City says that she's been at the searches that he's been at. He's been there in the mornings. Did he stay there all day in Music City? Was anybody with him?
Right? Is he there from light break to dark? Because that's what he's been saying and acting like. And I can't answer my phones, and I can't do this.
Exactly,
I can't do that
KB.
because I'm searching.
And I need the
I'm
funds. I
searching.
need the resources. I need catch up gang gang. And
This Cotton lady, she thinks she just knows it all. They both can diagnose people with narcissism, with all kinds of things. They watch very little other than watching channels just like theirs. Uh, they did no research whatsoever. I mean, Cher didn't even know that Katie was in the military. I mean, that's just back from the get go. I mean, it's just little, but they even admit they didn't watch any of it. It's insane. But they have all this to say. They act like they personally know these people.
yep, question all the parents, all of them, all three of them, fed that baby.
And you know, I hope that they do that. Honestly, I hope that Seth stops and that they do put things aside, because that's what I think should have been done from the get go. Because it's not about them, it's about Sebastian. So I really hope that they do that. And I hope that the talking and spreading things that don't need to be out here stops. Oh, go ahead, go to bed, Brittany. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm almost done anyway.
And why in the world would you take your muscle relaxers and pain pills when you go to take a damn polygraph for your missing son?
I'm gonna fucking be in pain.
Okay, number one, they wouldn't have tested him had he been on heavy narcotics, because you would have to be off of them for so long a period to be given a test. So had they known that, they wouldn't have even tested him. I don't know what you're talking about as far as the medicine that I know that I've seen people talking about, that I've heard him talk about, is not a heavy duty narcotic. I'm not his doctor. I don't know what he's on. I just know what I've heard him say and what I've seen, in elsewhere. But I know that they're not going to test you when they know you're on certain kinds of medication, because you will not get a good test.
I don't care, and I'll wait till after that exam. Because what are you talking about? Like 2 hours of your time? Suck it up, Yep. Suck it up.
And he's had time to take another one, right?
No, and that's the thing. Maybe he did.
Should have with TBI.
But
TBI told him not to do it with Nancy, and he did anyway.
And he did it anyway. No, they said, "Why are you?" I don't think they said, "Don't do it," but I think they.
No, I think they told him and Chris both not to.
Not to, yeah.
Yeah, not to do it with Nancy.
And TBI asked him, "Why are you taking the polygraph?" And he said, "Because Nancy asked me to."
What the fuck, dude? No wonder you're not getting no information.
But
Right, he knew not to take those meds. He knew better.
Nancy was help clean. Well, why would they?
He's all poor Seth. No, poor Seth.
And
He's
then,
the one that's got a record as well.
Shit, he went right after that. He knew. He
Okay,
was
there was. It looks like there was a. Wow, I can't believe it was kept that quiet. Apparently, it looks like there was a vigil. And then that's CJ and them are down there, and they haven't said nothing about this. Because this looks like a different setup than the other day. It was. And Chris didn't stay, but he was there. Good. I hope they do that. But I'm really surprised that this wasn't all over YouTube today, or maybe I missed it and it was. I just really wasn't around. Hey, Debbie. Yeah, I don't know what to think about all that either. I don't know. They didn't have it all over YouTube. That's weird. That's weird. Maybe Seth is getting it, and maybe they're all getting it, and they're all start working together. That would be the best thing. That would be the best thing. Keep it off YouTube. Stay out of
And went
YouTube.
on Facebook or YouTube.
Stay out of the chats. Stay off these panels of these the grifters, the tragedy vultures that you've been going to. That's not helping. Oh well, thank you, Arctic Fox. Guys, check out Arctic Fox. He's doing some really good videos. You got to go check him out. I share a lot of his posts and stuff. It's a very factual channel. You will not get this crap. Not at all. I'm going to share the link. Okay, why won't it let me type? Yeah, no. Oh. So it brings me up a white box. What? Only me, I swear. Only me. Only me. These people crack me up.
And he went right on YouTube and told everyone, I was falling asleep, and he already covered his ass. But here's the thing, like, yeah, again, that's weird to me. I don't know, but I already knew it's him going out and
Terry.
seeing that he was the one saying that he was falling asleep. I already knew that's not a pass. That's an inconclusive.
You haven't
I mean, all the missing. I mean, he does fantastic coverage of people missing, and it's non. I mean, there's just so many, and he doesn't ever stop. He gets it out there. He puts it all on his community tab. He does videos, and he puts out the factual side of it. Not just. He's what a real true crime channel is about, in my opinion. But I love it that he does so much for the missing.
Did any searches lately, huh?
So he
Music
knew
City
he was
Mom's
gonna
been
go.
out there, Seth. Where you at? There's a vigil tomorrow at 6.
Oh, you're welcome.
He went to that test knowing it was. He put himself in a position to have an inconclusive lie detector. Why? That's weird to me.
Noah Paints, we're not saying that Seth made him disappear at all. I'm just pointing out Seth ain't the father of the year that he's out here trying to paint himself to be.
No, like, why are more people not questioning him? Why is he God to everybody, but Chris and Katie are the only ones being like,
right,
thrown
drug
to
through the mud.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you two are dragging Chris and Katie through the mud. Do you not understand that? And at the same time, now you're going to drag him, but you're going to flip flop. You can't have it both ways, you know. But how about you don't drag any of the parents and you just talk about getting Sebastian's picture out there? Where he went missing from. Those important facts. That's what's important. All this doesn't matter. Doesn't matter a bit. It's not helping.
And I don't think that's right.
Oh, I never
Because
said
He's not
that.
law enforcement. Quit saying that. He's not law enforcement at all.
Officer.
He's a mall cop. Lord.
No offense, Robin, but he's just, he's a correctional officer.
Yeah, like he can't go and arrest people, you guys. Come on.
Obviously, he had something to hide because he wasn't going to tell that he abused Sebastian too, and it was documented until the divorce papers and shit came out.
Oh,
He wasn't going to tell that.
He didn't think that would be seen. He doesn't know true crime good enough.
Oh, you meant that sarcastic? Yeah. Okay.
Well, people believe it, sadly.
They do, because they are fucking running, and they'll argue with you every tooth and fucking nail that he's deputy sheriff. No, he ain't.
Why are they saying all this shit? Like, Seth didn't even say he's.
Oh, Lacey, no, don't you dare.
Wait.
So did Seth fail. What about whenever?
Are you kidding me? Did she just say, why are they saying all this? Share. Girl. You right up there with them with the misinformation and disinformation. Do we need to refresh your memory?
Whenever he got SA'd? Why didn't Seth take him then? Don't you dare. They all failed him, not just Katie.
Yeah,
you
that's
dare.
true. He should have. Why didn't he have custody of his son? Not the first time there's a sexual assault, and not even the second time. So this happened 2 times under Katie's roof. And here's the thing: this shouldn't even be out right now. It's a total distraction, but here we are talking about it, right?
Right.
But
we didn't even know.
It didn't happen 2 times. What are you talking about? And you people act like she just stood by and let things happen. That's not how it happens. You're freaking idiots. Your ignorance is too much.
is that happened? Like,
Chris.
No, that's not Katie's.
Let's turn in tables, big boy.
Maybe the second time it happened. Yeah, I can put that
What
on Chris
second
and
time? There was no second time. What are you talking about?
Katie. But like the first time, that can happen to anyone, anywhere. You could be at your little old granny's with friends over who goes to church 3 times a week, and you're getting molested in her basement. Like, please don't put that. Katie is a piece of shit, neglectful mom, but you can't
years
say.
ago.
You can't say she's a neglectful mom. You don't know her. You don't know anything about their life. She didn't. People in glass houses shouldn't speak. I won't go there, but Sherry, you know exactly. You got the nerve to be calling someone a neglectful mother that you don't even know. The parent of a missing child.
Be here today talking about this.
No, because
Seth stepped up back then.
Seth said Katie did this. Well, guess what, Seth? Yeah. It's on you too, because you should have went to the courts and immediately got your son removed from their care. If not the first time, then definitely the second time SA happened. So
SA didn't happen twice. What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? Why are you spreading that? Are you kidding me?
It's on Chris, Katie, and Seth. I don't understand why everyone's just putting, oh, it's Chris and Katie's fault. Sebastian got SA'd. Well, guess what? Seth left him in that house for it to happen a second time.
When I reviewed her last night, Artist Box, she brought her kids in to talk about how bad Chris is, how bad of a man he is, and how abusive he is with her daughters. Yeah. I don't know how she got them when she left them, but hey, I don't know.
Right out here. That doesn't make sense.
Twice.
So guess what? That is on Seth too. I'm sorry to say.
They're asking like Katie and Seth, what the actual fuck? You know, they both failed this child.
Yep. Everyone failed them, including this Chris's parents, Seth's parents, all of them. Everyone who, just like in Summer's case, surrounded Sebastian failed that poor boy, including the military base.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
did. Everybody in his life failed him.
Oh. Yeah, she said that.
He was that
she
person.
Said that, Marcy, last night. She sure did. Yeah, talking to her kids on a live. Well, right now she's at work and she's doing this live while she's working. Okay. I'm not doing anything. She put it out there. She's the one stated she was at work.
For fuck's sake, I like that name. Very close. I don't know if they knew he had went to prison for SA, the one that took advantage of Sebastian. I don't know if they knew or not. I'm not sure because I heard that and it disgusted me. It really turned me off to Seth. Him coming over here and re-traumatizing, re-victimizing his baby again.
And here are you guys doing it yet again because you keep putting it out here. And not only are you putting it out here, but you've added stuff to it. There was never 2 occasions. There was one when he was a 7-8-year-old child by another small child as well. Not a 13-year-old. Get it right. And there wasn't a second time. You don't know what you're talking about, but you're happy to put it out here. Oh, I agree. You shouldn't have.
Exactly.
I totally
Even if
agree.
he was homeless, he would have got more help as a single dad homeless. The states would have helped him get housing and food and stuff. There's no excuse.
I
It's
can't
not that
help but
easy.
feel like Seth knew letting all that shit out about his son. Because let's say your son comes back.
And that's another thing. They just think it's so easy. It's not that easy. Look at all 3 of them. Have acted like children and have given plenty of reasons for people to side-eye them. None will ever get Parents of the Year, but that doesn't make them any guilty. Exactly. It doesn't. And you're right about that. And I refuse. There's just, what can you accuse them of? There's no evidence of anything. I don't think they tried to claim they're perfect parents. Well, at least, never mind.
Like he's gonna have friends. Well, now all these friends have internet, and they're gonna know what happened to your son. Like,
yeah, and you're sitting here spreading it even more and just adding some more shit on top of it. Congratulations, because you're adding details that didn't happen.
just I can't get that out of my mind that like you don't do that if you know your 15-year-old's gonna come back because that's just setting him up to be bullied when he comes home. That's crazy.
Yes, Robin, it happened twice.
No, it did. It did not. It did not. The second thing you're talking about is allegedly there was a friend of theirs that had been in jail for something to do with, I don't know the facts of it, so I'm not going to speak on it. I don't know the person. I can't vet that information because I'm not going to look it up. It's not my business. But it did not, it was never stated that anything was ever done to the kid. It was just that he was there. He was present. Get your facts right.
Out of Seth's mouth, allegedly.
No, it happens.
That's what I'm saying.
The boy at school,
And
not only
and Seth did not say that man did anything. Seth said it was a 13-year-old child, but it wasn't. It was actually a younger child than that. So there's that. You didn't clearly listen. You guys have a problem with using your ears.
that Chris and Katie had someone who just came out of prison that I guess had a record
In the
for being a
apartment
pedo.
complex or something, or
Yeah, so that's
In
like
California.
okay, 2 times. Yeah, and
How is that 2 times? Nothing was ever said. Anything was done to the child, so that's not 2. Shut up.
all of them, exactly, all 3 of them.
why
three
would
of
the
them.
school not tell Seth what happened?
Yeah,
or who did
exactly,
what to
Ori
his son?
Fox.
That's weird.
Yeah, they're sitting here saying that. All the while, they're running with it, spreading it even more, and adding more detail to it that is not true.
Right? So what
Mm-hmm.
were they worried that Seth, like Benny said, if the kid was 13, what were they worried that Seth was going to do to
He
a
wasn't 13. He was younger than 13.
13-year-old kid? Because 13, yeah, molesting's not right, but a monster created that monster. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so where does it stem from? I can't put something heavy like that on a 13-year-old because they just don't know better. They're doing what they were learned and taught.
It's like a narcissist learned behavior, just like Don
Yeah.
Wells. You know.
Oh
So
my
I'm not
God,
saying
here
it's
she goes again.
okay, but like there's a reason why the school wouldn't give Seth all the information on who did what to his kid. As a parent,
But
that's
we
weird.
no, we're gonna bash them all three of them. You want to stick around for that and find out?
We're
Because
talking
you're a new
about
name
everything.
here.
We're
So.
talking.
We are
talking about this
equally
case. You
bitchy
talk
to
about
everybody.
everything.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, Seth got kicked off base for something. I think it was his temper, wasn't it? Maybe.
He was throwing
Something,
a fit about Sebastian not getting the right kind of help, so they threw him off the base. That's what Seth says.
I don't believe nothing Seth says. I want proof. I'm sorry. Exactly, Kelly. Exactly. Bingo. Why didn't he save him then? He would have got him. The state would have helped him.
All right.
A single dad, fuck yeah, they would have helped him.
It's not that
You wanna know why
easy.
we're bashing the parents?
It's not as easy as you make it sound.
Why don't you ask why the parents are bashing the parents?
Yeah, why are the one parent bashing the other two? And the other two ain't saying shit.
Okay.
As a parent now, fuck around and find out. I mean, for fuck's sake. I love that name. Katie didn't say shit about it. Yeah, she's got a little more coup to her or whatever. Like, what is it? I feel like Seth, I don't know. He's just trying to throw everything at Chris and Katie. Yes, they're not innocent at all. Like, they've done shitty shit. They're not parents of the year, but neither is he. Bash people night, we bash them all. We don't. You don't come after us up.
Yeah, they better not. Like, for real. If you fuck with Megs, we are gonna find you, all of your kin, and it's not gonna.
No, I'm gonna say that level, but
what?
I don't
Listen to her.
That wasn't me.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, you weren't kidding. You would do something that's slimy.
Oh, that was Sherry, the alter ego.
You say you're gonna throw me off my own channel?
No,
I'm gonna boot
you are
off.
hearing the voices behind the wall, ain't you?
Oh my. It's funny.
15 is a weird time for a kid, and it is wild to me that they didn't find out to this past like November or something that he had autism. But if he's high function, it makes sense. You know, he was diagnosed with ADHD because he took Adderall allegedly and something else. A medicine that starts with an R. I can't remember the name of it, but I know one was Adderall.
Maybe they were taking it themselves. I don't know.
Probably
Oh
Adderall.
my
Yeah, no doubt.
God. No doubt. Listen to that. No doubt. They're stating this as fact. So now they were using the kid's medication. Oh my God.
Dippy's mod. Who's Dippy?
Dippy.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah. We moving on.
Okay, right. That's why and what's that for? I don't even really know what that's for. Yes, it's horrible. They want to act like he was this Gypsy Rose or something, you know? I mean, seriously, they are. And he was not that bad off from 15 in December 7th, I think. Sleep. That would make sense. He took a sleeping pill.
So he was
the Adderall is a
diagnosed
stimulant.
and had a birthday and
I
went
think his
missing.
birthday's December 7th. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think. I can't remember.
Wait, November. He was diagnosed in November.
Or vice
Being
versa.
diagnosed and turning 15, all and going missing, all within December, January, 3 months.
September, you might be right, 2 and Earth. Let me see here.
So
within 90 days of being diagnosed, this kid went missing.
So
that's crazy. And like, why?
Means
why
nothing.
Did he get, it's almost like someone wanted him to get diagnosed before he went
exactly.
missing with a purpose,
Artifacts. I can't with
Because
these two.
how do you go? You don't go that long without being diagnosed, right? Like they tried to diagnose my son with ADHD or ADD.
Yes, you can go when you have different issues going on. It can take time to get the correct diagnosis. And, you know, you forget that he did have a chromosome deletion disorder that you people have not even mentioned because you don't know anything about him. You don't know anything about the story. Yes, and he was ADHD. Is the ADHD, I should say.
In kindergarten, they wanted him medicated. Still won't. He's turning 16 in August. And then, so maybe they just didn't believe it at first, but then in 90 days, he's gone.
That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I can't help but think. that
Yeah, they
maybe
are.
that would get him diagnosed on paper before
Yes,
he goes
Robin.
missing.
He went missing February 26th, and he was diagnosed in November.
It's so fucked. It was like the day, 2 days, Mark's birthday. We went to dinner the 25th, and then Sebastian went missing the next day after Mark's birthday party.
Okay, so what does that have to do with it? Who cares? It's not about you and Mark's birthday party.
So high functioning, Sebastian, and I could see them just misdiagnosing it with the ADHD. You know what I mean? I could see
What
that.
does high
If he was high
functioning mean again? What does that mean in autism, high functioning?
Does this woman even know how? This cotton acts like she knows everything. She don't know shit. She really don't know shit.
People keep saying
they
that.
are kind of like us. They're not like
can't really tell that they're autistic.
Like nonverbal.
Yeah. And seeing he had that water pocket and stuff, you know, so he had like, you know, some mental delays maybe, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so high functioning, with everyone saying high functioning, I'm like, how does he not take shoes when he runs away? You know?
No, see, it's not, no, that's what I'm saying. They're trying to paint this picture of him being like you're saying, like he can't even put his shoes on and like a Gypsy Rose, you know? They're trying to paint him like that, and he's not.
No.
No one was trying to paint him like that. They said from the get-go he was high functioning, very high functioning. What are you talking about?
I tell you what, I don't believe he was kidnapped, because autistic kids, and I've done a little research on it, I don't know a lot, y'all. I know y'all correct me. They don't like to be touched, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Art Fox, but they didn't bother to look nothing up. And she says she did a little bit. She clearly didn't. These people crack me up. If they do look something up, they read the bold print as soon as the page comes up, and that's as far as they go.
Yes, he can take care of himself, Lexi, but I don't think he probably couldn't have ever lived alone.
What? You don't know that.
Summer's too little to really. We didn't see nothing about Summer to really say she was autistic. I don't.
Oh my god.
She looked like a little hillbilly girl to me.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
She's got to go again because she's at work and she's got a customer.
Sensory issues. Would mother and daughter, would that be like
different textures, Bob?
Autism, isn't it? Or I don't know, because I know Seth keeps saying a chromosome deletion. He keeps saying all these things, you know, trying to make Sebastian.
Yes, because he has a chromosome deletion. The chromosome 6. It's you ought to look it up. You ought to at least find out what's going on.
Like he was a Gypsy Rose. You
no,
know?
It's not. Nothing like a Gypsy Rose. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I got the divorce.
I thought from the beginning it was someone from gaming. Could be. I don't know.
We need to go. Cher's going to go over them one night on here. Me and Cher and Megs. Yeah, some don't like it. And yeah, it's like backing me in a fucking corner. I might only be 5'5" and weigh 130 pounds, but let me tell you, I'm coming out of that fucking corner on you.
Oh my
Like a rabbit
God.
raccoon, yes.
Yep.
And Selena, when he gets overstimulated, yeah, I understand that because I got ADHD if you can't tell. But I get overstimulated and it's very stressful. And you know, he was probably all the chaos going on around him. Everybody got to work together as autistic kids. They don't like change.
Can you imagine all that happening to him at once? Poor baby.
And then having the essay in the past twice, and
It wasn't twice. Stop it. Oh my God.
Well, you can. Yes.
I can't
Hide
listen to
behind that
no
wall.
more. I can't. I can't listen to no more. This is pissing me off. Oh my Lord. These women are incapable of using their ears, and I didn't play my music this time, but I fair used it, and there's my banner. They're incapable of actually using their ears and listening. They are incapable. I showed you that the other night with the 911 call when they were listening to that, and how they were not listening to what was actually being said. It's to them. It's not about bringing Sebastian home. It's not. It's not about awareness for Sebastian, getting his picture out there. They didn't show his picture one time. They haven't showed his flyer at all. Instead, they've added to the gossip and rumors. If you're sounding like me when I'm listening to things streams, I start yelling at my screen. Sebastian didn't meet some girl on a dating website and use her to take out Katie. Where the hell are they getting Gypsy Rose from? The medical side of it. Because they're saying Seth is trying to make it out like he was a Gypsy Rose on the medical side of it. And that's that's about as far as the reaches you can get. They didn't bother to actually listen to anything because they would know about the chromosome deletion. They would know because it's been talked about in detail on many panels and some really good, there was someone that actually brought in somebody that knows about it and could talk about it and explain it. Yeah. And they clearly didn't watch that either. And even when they do watch something, they don't use the mirrors. I've noticed that. They hear what they want to hear, not what's actually being said. But not once did I hear them say, let's bring Sebastian home. Put up his picture. Let's bring him home. Let's keep circulating this. None of that. Well, I think Seth acts like he's ashamed of Sebastian's disabilities, if anything, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, some things bothered me. Yeah, he did on it. Yeah, and Seth even said he had more freedom in his house. So you never know. Kids are smart. They're slick. You never know if he could have been communicating with someone. You just don't know. And that's just it for people to jump to the conclusions they've had and think it's okay to constantly go at these parents is just, it's insane. I don't get it. When you have proof they did something, then yeah, you talk if you want to. Within reason, mind you. But if you don't have any proof and spreading rumor and gossip and not only spreading it but adding to it isn't helping anything. It's not helping Sebastian at all. All it takes is one neighbor with an open Wi-Fi and boom, Sebastian's online. Yep. And there's so many freaks online, it's scary. It's scary when you know you got kids that want to be on there. It's scary. Because these freaks are good at what they do. That's why they do it. That's why they get away with it. And a lot of them get away with it. Like I said, we don't know. And do I think that law enforcement knows more than what they put out? Absolutely. Of course they do. And they're not going to put it out until they see fit to put it out. And that's just how it works. They can't put it out. Why on earth would they tell you everything? No, they need to find him and bring him home. And at first, I did wish that law enforcement would at least confirm, that they could confirm Chris's whereabouts, that he was at work. I mean, maybe they didn't. I missed it. I don't know. But then I thought about it, and it wouldn't matter with these people. It wouldn't matter. Come on. Poor Betty says that, Chris and Katie passed their lie detector test. She don't believe that because, they could fool it. But it's okay if Seth didn't pass his because he's under stress. I'm like, huh? You can't make this shit up with these people. But there are more and more starting to turn on Seth. And I bet you more start now if he stops doing the panel hopping and the talking. And sadly, I'm sure people tried to warn him, but he just wanted to keep his son's picture out there. I get that. I get that. Yeah, and they target kids like Sebastian who are lonely and only want friends. That's what has me scared. Yeah. And they know how to play the kids. It does. The assumptions and misinformation that these creeps have spread are far reaching. Many people take this crap as fact. Yeah, they do. They really do. And that's why we didn't go to social media. I wasn't even on YouTube when my nephew went missing. I mean, I didn't have a channel or nothing. I think I watched Surreal's World once in a while. It was about the extent of my YouTube thing. It says I've had YouTube since 2013, but I had my goddaughters would watch their stuff, and I had it locked down. But I didn't do much YouTube. You know, I watched Surreal's World once in a while, and then I got into that and watched it all the time. I used to go up on panels sometimes, but yeah, I didn't really get into the YouTube until like 2 years ago. But yeah, I started my channel like a year and a half ago, something like that. But it doesn't take you long to figure people out. And it was not long after they had found my nephew. So, but I would not have. We had made up our minds we weren't going to go to social media, especially YouTube. No. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Yeah, Allie knows more than we do, and we aren't owed anything by law enforcement. Nope. Just look at Delphi. They spent years building a case without telling the public anything. Yeah. And really, why should they? Why would they? Would you show your hand to take a chance of hurting your case? Hell no. Hell no. Law enforcement it'll come out when it needs to come out. Right now, I think it's more important they find Sebastian, and whatever they have to keep to themselves, they need to keep to themselves to do it. I just pray for the kid to come home safe. That's all I want. I don't care about these adults. In all honesty, I don't care about any of them. Do what you're going to do. Do you. Just let that kid come home safe. That's all that matters. Because the adults aren't going to listen. They're going to do what they want to do. I don't know. I wish more was, I don't know. I wish I had a magic 8-ball or something. Especially with kids. And there's so many missing. A few months back, I seen it on the channel. I heard about it. They did a quick live on it. They didn't go in depth or anything. So I was very curious. I wanted more info on it. Do you know there's kids that are reported missing and there's not even pictures? There's not even pictures. There's very little information. And there's no freaking photo. That's sad. Law enforcement needs to do better. There's got to be a picture somewhere. School pictures are taken every year. There's got to be a picture somewhere. And there's a lot of missing kids. A lot. I mean, there's just a lot of missing people, period. But there's a lot of missing kids. I'm going to try to find that. I think I saved it. I'll have to look through all my, because I have a lot to look through. But I think I may still even have it. And I think it was it Ohio? Where there's just so many missing kids, and a lot of them, there's just no pictures, not much detail about the kid at all. Hey, Fireflies, so I don't know how we're supposed to find them or know that it's them without a picture. It's crazy. Oh, you did, Derry? That's cool. Oh, they did. That was a whole mess with Kylie Broden. Yep. Yep. I went on the search for Kaylee Anthony that EquiSearch, when Tim and EquiSearch was here. There needs to be more done. It's just such a massive undertaking. It's going to take a lot of people because there's people from all over to push it in every state that more is done. But I don't know. Police departments don't have the manpower, or let's be honest, or the budgets. Yeah, they're not being solved. Michael Dundee, who's that? This hyper focus on parents without evidence needs to stop. Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree. It won't let me do anything with it, Hope. It won't even let me click it. I don't know why. But oh, no, it won't let me do anything. What is going on with this phone? Oh. Okay, now it did. Oh, this is weird. Oh, this is from British Columbia, Canada. He disappeared May 12th, 1986. Oh, no, disappeared March 24th, 1991, age 4. Missing for 33 years and 16 days. Jesus. He disappeared from the playground at an elementary school in Victoria, British Columbia on March 24th, 1991. Has never been found or seen since. Wow. It's just wild how people can go missing and never. I mean, a school playground at 12:30 in the afternoon, and there was not a witness. 33 years. I don't know. Somehow we've got to get more done. We've got to. And they still haven't found that little Elijah either, have they? That breaks my heart. And that's just a recovery from everything law enforcement is. And the mom and they just won't tell. They won't talk. The mom and the dad won't talk. So, and they get to charge him with it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. Oh, it's okay, Marcy. Everything takes time. It's, I don't know. I don't know what all the answers are, but I do know things need to change, and they just need to change. No, they haven't following court hearings on that case. That's so sad. I just hope that they end up being able to charge them the right way. But I'm going to get off here. It's late. I thank you guys for hanging out with me. I didn't have a big audience, but I had the audience that mattered. So thank you all very much. And I don't think I don't know. I probably won't be live tomorrow. Because I want to do family things. But I'll probably be live Monday unless something major happens, which I doubt anything major enough could happen to. I don't know, unless I end up, I don't know. As far as I know, I won't be live. I'm going to make a big dinner, a big family dinner, and I think I'm going to take the kids to the movies. But I got some shit I got to do first during the day, so. Real life stuff, mom stuff. I got to get all the laundry caught up and straighten up the house and all that good stuff. But again, thank you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for the memberships, the super chat. And thank you, mods, very much. I appreciate you. And thank you all just for hanging out with me. You all enjoy your Sunday. And if I don't see you Sunday, I will definitely see you Monday. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.